Greetings and welcome to Action Point Zero, a show where we delve into a world of magic, danger, and adventures. In this show, we'll be using a brand new game system called DC20, which is currently in development by the very talented Dungeon Coach. And as this is a new system, the rules are constantly being updated, and us around the table are learning the rules as we go. So will DC20 be up there as one of the best TTRPGs? Let's find out. So, I am Greg Tannehill, your game master, and joining me around the table are my brave players. Starting with...
Hello, I'm Chris Leask, and I don't really have anything to add on that. I like playing golf now and then.
Oh. Okay, good. Hello, I'm Henry Shields, and I am a member of Mischief. You might know me and some of the guys from this. You might recognize
just mention that. Yeah, sure.
Mischief is a theatre company. We also have done shows on the BBC, and you may recognise our voices, or some of our voices, from our podcast Hell or High Rollers, which is a D&D podcast. Yeah, and you might not recognise me or any of us from any of those things, but enjoy the show anyway.
And what do you think about golf?
I really don't play golf.
Oh.
Hello, I'm Bryony Corrigan, and my thoughts on golf, I've played once, but just the one where you hit it out into a big field.
That is...
No, I know that is golf.
Oh, yeah, a driving range. A driving range.
The driving range.
Great. So, if you like this show and what we do here, then please do like and subscribe to the channel. Now, with all that out of the way, prepare yourselves as we begin Action Point Zero, Episode 1. In the boundless expanse of the cosmos, there exists a world named Ulin-Tar, distinguished by a planetary ring composed of rocks, dust, and ice. On its surface, sprawling lands and vast oceans host a huge array of life. This story welcomes you to the continent of Varadis, a realm brimming... I knew that bit would get me. A realm brimming with diverse landscapes and hidden perils. Here, mighty kingdoms stand alongside forgotten cities, where powerful magics and ancient wisdom shape the course of history. Amidst these lands, heroes and villains alike forge their destinies. But our tale begins humbly in the village of Cracklestone.
Need to be writing this down.
Yeah, I forgot that. Cracklestone, very good.
Nestled between dense ancient woods, the village is a charming blend of nature and civilization. Most buildings are simple constructions of wood and stone, harmonizing with the surrounding environment. Towards the northern and southern edges, several structures perch among the treetops, their sturdy platforms supported by the thick limbs of towering trees. At the heart of Cracklestone stands a compact rock formation, weathered by time and the elements. Known locally as the Guardian Rock, this monument juts skyward as if blooming from the ground. The well-travelled main road cuts through the village, briefly curving around the Guardian Rock before heading eastward, eventually leading to a distant coast. This settlement came to flourish many years ago when the people discovered how to safely farm popvine, a plant that can be harvested throughout the year, but if allowed to fully bloom, their seed pods pop. Break open, making a popping sound.
Ooh.
As trade in this resource grew, so did the village, transforming it into a thriving community. So, it is here, in this pleasant, peaceful place, where three individuals unknowingly start our story. Right now, the rising sun casts a rosy hue across the morning sky, and just past the northern tree line, there are three figures rummaging around in the brush. And...
Sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Erotic.
Let's not start that way.
Well, and now I'm going to hand over, let's see, at random...
To the three figures violently masturbating.
strong start. Yes, a strong start.
Let's not do that, Shields.
God's sake. Sorry.
Oh, God.
So, I'm going to hand over to Chris.
Okay, so yeah, I think I'm in this. What was the name of that's pod you were talking about?
something?
Pop vine.
Pop vine.
I will say there's no pop vine near you right now. Maybe just a bit further away.
not in that at all?
No.
I'm not in pop
The
vine.
pop
but I'm
vine is
thinking
farmed
of
in
pop
specific areas, looked
Okay.
after.
And that's good stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have access to the good
No,
stuff.
okay, so I'm searching through this. Well, what you see is this tall 6'2" man who is he's got like a broad chest. He's got slim hips. He's got golden hair, short hair with matching eyebrows, and he has like a strong face, strong jawline with like black thick stubble in it, a straight nose. He's got pointed ears, but really like an elf, but then really like human hands, thick hands. And he, what you do notice, he's wearing a kind of standard like a blue shirt with a brown vest and breeches or trousers. What the fuck are breeches? And boots. But what you do notice is around his neck, he's got like a talisman on a chain. That is a solar eclipse, is like the kind of symbol. And it's got like intricate symbols all around the edges of it. And he turns to the group and he goes, "Yes, of course, and that is why the people of Farrow Farm call me the Dungeon Jiggler." Now, what was it you asked me? Sorry, I did miss that.
Did you say Dungeon Gigolo?
Dungeon Jiggler.
Jiggler.
Jiggler. Or Gigolo. That's another
Jiggler.
story. That was an exciting time as well.
The Dungeon
That was on a
Jiggler.
cruise ship. So what was your question again? I forgot. I was kind of went off in my own little world there.
She's bent over at first, and then she stands up and flicks a very long black plait that just sort of brushes into Whimsley's eye and just catches him. And what you see is a slightly sort of silvery skinned, her skin's just sort of reflecting in the sunlight that's coming through the trees. And she has pointy elf ears. And then coming out through her plait, just in each little groove, are little dragon horns. And you see a half elf, half dragon.
Whoa!
I know, it's really cool.
She's never got over
And
it.
she's absolutely over it.
So proud of
And
them.
she's wearing like thick black and silver armor, and then attached to her is like a really big sword and a really big shield. And the hilt of the sword and on the shield, you see, are very, very beautifully decorated. There's sewn patches, there's jewels, there's like, it almost looks like a sort of glue and stick job, but very well done. And she has arts and crafted her own incredible metalwork.
By sewing bits on.
Yeah,
Great.
There's some sewn bits. There's all sorts of like, it's like patchwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, like made out of like
What's her
sheets of
name?
metal. Her name is Pyra
Pyra.
Parvus. And as she flicks her thing into your eye, she says, "I asked you what her name was."
Oh, yes, of course.
And I got
Sorry,
your whole
I tried to
backstory.
avoid-
I wanted an explanation of your second name and where it had come from, and now I understand you were a gigolo in the dungeon. Thank you for
Guilty.
making
Well,
that clearer
was
for me.
one part of my life. No, my name, Whimsley Drake. I may not have said it. Drake is, where's that name from? You know, I actually don't know. My parents were killed in a horse crash. So I don't know where the name's actually from. And I just walk off into the forest, and I start just going on the floor, and I'm searching for some, I don't know, some herbs or some grass that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're searching around because you guys are currently searching around for stuff because you all have something in common. You're broke.
Right.
And
Yeah,
so you're trying to find a little bit of useful herbs and stuff that people can use for whatever. You're not sure how much it's going to make you, but you're all a bit desperate because you need to pay for things, room and board. And as you're searching around, you just kind of have to try and you come to a rock and you move. You see, it's not a rock; it's just a huge shell.
Oh my God!
No, don't stop. No, it's a jelly.
Gosh, you really have to stop doing that.
Yeah,
sorry.
Scare the life out of us, darling.
Sometimes, the mood takes you. You just have to have a lie down in the sun.
Of course.
And you see a giant tortoise. And that is all that really needs to be said about my character. He is an enormous humanoid tortoise. He walks on his hind legs. He's wearing scraps of leather armour. And he's just sort of a lovely kind of pale grey-green colour.
Oh!
And his name is Happy. Happy the tortoise.
And you don't have a second name?
Oh, no, I'm happy with one.
Happy with one.
Happy
with one.
With one is your second
with one
name?
is your second name.
It could be, I suppose. I've never checked.
Hey!
How do you know what your second name is?
Well, I was told it just before they passed in the horse crash, I guess.
That was when they told you.
That was exactly. I was young. Okay. Before we die, there was one thing you must know.
And then the horses hit.
Then the horses hit them. It was very tragic. But listen to me.
Drake Bang. That was it.
Drake Bang is
Drake
my
Bang.
name. Drake Bang it was, yes.
Sorry, I'll note that down. Drake Bang. It's canon now.
Have you, I noticed, Happy, you have some things in your mouth, don't you? Yeah. In your mouth. You've been eating something, haven't you? Yeah. Spit it out. Spit it out.
And he slowly licks all around. He gets them all in his mouth.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, no, don't do that.
No, I don't.
No. Okay. Happy, we've said this before. Okay, I don't want to be a stickler. I don't want to be the boss. I don't want to be the leader, which I think I have, the skills to be. But you cannot eat the things that we need to sell. Do you understand that?
Well, what else am I supposed to eat? I eat grass and herbs and leaves. I'm a tortoise.
Oh,
right.
Hang on. You don't eat any meat.
No.
Fuck. My God. I was vegetarian once. I had a meal. There was no meat in it at all. And,
you were vegetarian for one meal.
Day.
For one meal. I tried it.
Wow.
It was not for me. I'll tell you that. It was not for me. I just need a bit of beef in my hand. That's all I need. I don't need your grass or your leaves or anything like that. Yep. It's not for me.
I won't judge. As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Lovely.
Want a hug?
Yes.
Yeah. Goes forward and hugs
For a
you.
hug.
And you hug, and he says, and he falls asleep.
Oh, how heavy is he?
It's pretty heavy.
It's just asleep with his head on your shoulder.
Okay, he's holding up his own weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's asleep standing up.
Okay, well, I'll have to stand here and hold him for a bit. How often do you know how often the tortoise would sleep for? How many times a day?
Absolutely. It could be up to 24 times a day. And if that's an hour, that's the entire day. I know these facts. You can come to me for anything like that. But we'll wake him up soon. Do you know what? What's that saying? Anything that could be done, one should do it themselves. That saying, that famous saying.
That's a good saying.
I may as well
like that
do
a
it
lot.
myself. So she gets down on her knees and she's trying to fumble around for some dandelions to sell. for dandelion oil.
What's the dandelion check? In DC20.
There must be one in DC20.
I'm not going to make our first roll that.
We're just going to keep doing it until your next roll. Happy wakes up and go, we could look for dandelion. I actually genuinely have written on my character sheet that his favourite food is dandelions. So
there we go.
He said
But
that.
that's even worse.
Do you know what?
We don't want you anywhere
There were a lot of dandelions here, but
Not anymore.
you've been eating them gradually over the last few days.
And this is true because my mum keeps tortoises and they fucking love dandelions.
Do
Yeah,
they?
they really do.
Really?
Whenever my mum, this is
My grandma has
off topic. My mum has loads of tortoises, and whenever we're out walking anywhere, she sees a dandelion, she takes it because she's like, they'll love this.
My grandma has a tortoise. We've never given it a dandelion. It's not lived properly yet.
No, exactly.
No.
It's
not had
the tortoise.
Yeah.
You wait, you give it a dandelion, you'll see that thing perk right up.
It just gets cucumber.
Oh, no.
So
Probably really
That's lovely as well, though.
with the lack of dandelions, cucumbers, and any herbs that might have been of any sort of value now in your tortoise friend's gullet, you've been out here for a good couple of hours and nothing. You all still have that thing in common. You're pretty broke. But at least now, even though despite you've known each other for a good few weeks or to a month now, at least you all double-checked each other's names again.
I just wanted to delve into the second name, I don't know his name.
It
I wanted to know his ancestry.
It became awkward, like you hear the name and then too much time goes past. It's like, I can't ask again. No, I know. But now you've done that.
Yeah.
So, without any success, unfortunately, you turn around and decide to head back into the town.
What on earth are we going to do? How on earth are we going to, survive? How are we going to find anywhere to stay? How are we going to eat?
Whimsley, calm. What was the morning thread of words I told you this morning to live by? Thread of words.
Thread of words.
Yeah.
Thread of words.
The morning thread of words.
You know, the morning saying that I told you.
The morning saying.
Thread of words.
When you're hungry.
Eat the dandelion.
Try to not. No. Try to not eat the tortoise. Try to not eat the tortoise.
Please.
Exactly.
It was a weird thing you said this morning.
I don't think you had slept.
No, I didn't
To be
sleep
fair,
well.
you snore very loudly, Happy. I has to be said, You snore very loudly.
Well, if one's going to snore, one might as well do it loudly.
Another good saying.
I'll write it down.
Right, okay, I suggest we get in. I do have one idea if we do need to get some gold coins.
Absolutely, go on.
Is anyone near me?
There's now you've been strolling back into town. There's it's still morning. There's a general kind of hustle and bustle as the locals kind of are moving about, going about their days. You do, during that sound, you do hear a sharp tapping. And you look over and you see one of...
He thinks it's in his mind.
one of the volunteer guards has just nailed something to a post and then begins to walk off. A kind of poster.
Oh, what's he doing? Is some sort of graffiti? Nailing stuff. We should go and...
Looks like a poster. We should investigate.
Okay.
It's not every day a poster gets nailed up.
Thank you for investigating the thing I've just put in front of you. That's great.
Yes.
Look at it.
You're welcome.
So, as luck would have it, this poster, the first thing you notice, says, reward, 50 gold.
Oh. She says.
Catch the thief. See the constable, if interested. And this does not come as much of a surprise as you've heard that numerous thefts have been occurring sporadically over the past few weeks. Food has been stolen, miscellaneous personal items and knickknacks have gone missing, small crates and materials of goods from some of the stores. Nothing highly valuable has gone missing, but it has now been happening enough that people have been gossiping about who or what could be responsible. Some people have said that it's local children. Some say that it's the poorer folk of the village. Some people say it's perhaps mischievous spirits. But perhaps, now that there is some coin to be gained, you can be the ones to discover the truth behind the matter.
Ooh, the thief. We can catch the thief.
Yeah, I grab the poster and I rip it off so no one else can see it, and I pull everyone aside. What do you think? I think we should do this.
Absolutely, we should do this.
We'd have money. We're down to our last 2 copper pieces.
We had 2 copper pieces?
We had 3. I gave one away.
Who did you give it to?
A crow.
Gave it to a crow?
Was the crow grateful?
He looked like he could use a hot meal.
Okay, give me our purse. Give me our group purse.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Take your purse back. No, I don't want the purse anymore.
You have the
I don't need the
topper.
purse
There
anymore.
you go.
There we are. Slimy coins. Okay, no problem. Okay, we could
catch the thief.
We must.
Yes?
we could catch the thief.
I really hope it doesn't turn out that the thief was me.
Yes, I really hope that too.
Why do you think that would be? Why do you think it would be you?
Always the person you least suspect.
Okay. I think this is.
I don't suspect me at all.
No,
I've started to suspect you.
yeah, I've started.
Which maybe
It's
puts you down the
probably
list.
not me.
Exactly.
This is how we do it, though. Who is the person we least suspect? Now it's not me, because I'm quite suspicious.
I
But which of you could it be?
don't think it's any of us. It's a big village, right?
Yeah.
It could be, anyone.
We
in
should
this
start
village.
narrowing it down. I don't think it's me. Do you think it's you?
No, we could. Yeah, I think you're onto something. Actually, this is genius. If we just ask everyone, someone will eventually be like, "It was me," and then we can be like, "Guilty."
Brilliant.
I say we start at the tavern.
We start at
Have
the
a go
tavern.
at that bartender.
We don't want to start going to the constable who
We
was
should tell
on.
them we want to.
Oh, that's a good idea. There was a lot of writing on that poster. I skimmed over some bits of it.
Happy's eaten the poster. So we got all the information we were going to get from that.
Right.
So we know see the constable. Do we know its address?
Its address.
Its
The
address.
constable's address.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it would just be.
Yeah, these are questions you can ask the GM if you want. Yeah.
The constable's address?
You don't know. You know where the captain of the guard, constable,
He's just
where the
walking
barracks
away,
are.
isn't he? He's just putting
No,
the
that was a
poster
volunteer of the guard.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you've been here long enough to you haven't had any kind of direct interactions with the constable, but you do know of him because you've seen him about. You know that he's fairly well respected. He is a half orc named Darge. Yes, but he does his patrols. He wanders around. But where would you like to look for him?
The police station?
It would be. Yeah. It would be. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
The local jail.
cool.
Try him at the local jail.
The local jail. All right.
Do you know where the local jail is, Pyra?
I actually do. I've been on a date with the constable before.
Yes, I had to help you out of that one
Yes,
as well,
no,
didn't
it
I?
was awful. Yes, we didn't go well, but I think I could chat to him.
Okay. Then you're happy to lead this one?
I'm happy to lead this one. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Okay, you lead the way.
So we walk off in the direction of the jail.
All right. So you turn back north and you head back to the northern tree line as the jail, the area which is locks criminals up. Usually in this pleasant town, it's just some people who get a bit rowdy, a bit too drunk at nights. It is underneath one of the at the base of a tree and at the top of this tree, you know it to be the barracks up there and a watchtower, and they keep that jail cell at the base of the tree.
It's a tree. Sorry, it's a tree. The jail is a tree.
The jail is at the base of the tree. Part of it is kind of sculpted into the trunk of the tree.
Very, very cool.
And the watchtower's at the top of the tree.
And there's some buildings up there kind of combined, but linked by some walkways and stuff. And there's some stairs that kind of spiral up some of the trunks.
Oh, this is like Robin Hood.
Yes.
But it's just a small collection at the northern and the southern ends of the settlement. Most of the settlement is kind of, ground level. Yeah.
Yes.
Just so I got this right, the jail that's in the base of the tree, is there like a door to get in? Is it like the jail is the tree? Like there's just bars?
There's some of the building has been kind of built into the tree trunk. So it's kind of like there's some more man-made kind of structure. This kind of seems to be combined into the trunk.
Cool.
That's
And
very,
some of the
very
trunk has
cool.
been
I like it.
hollowed out somehow.
Right.
And so you approach and you see a half-orc figure. He's well built, dark green skin, brown eyes, a bald head with a fairly thick grey beard that somehow manages to highlight his strong jaw. His face and head bear a number of scars that suggest a history of combat experience. He wears his usual simple leather armour and always has his long sword at his side. And he's there and you see him pat a fellow on the back, just coming out of the doorway.
Edge, darling, long time no speak.
Oh, Pyra.
Hello again, darling. I just wanted to come and say that I really enjoyed stargazing with you those few weeks back.
Oh, yes, that was a pleasant evening.
Beautiful
yeah.
night, beautiful.
Yeah.
Really was a lovely, lovely night. We've come to ask you about a little something we've seen. We've been hearing about a little thief running around.
Oh, yes,
Things. Yes. Do you happen to have any extra information about that?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I know what I know. What? Are you here because the posters went up this morning?
Why do you think? He does not like policemen or anyone with authority. Why do you think we're here? Because of the poster.
Well, I'm surprised we got a response so quickly. I've only literally sent out whatever his name is. Forgotten what his name is. He's a new volunteer. Just about half an hour ago. So
can we have the job?
Anyone's welcome to the job. If you can bring the thief in, we'll give you the money.
Okay. How much money do we get?
50 gold, like the poster says.
Or what would you offer more if we did it quickly?
I don't know about that. It depends on the...
What would you give us 60 gold if Pyra went on another date with you?
He kind of...
No, you wouldn't.
He looks a bit down, looks a bit embarrassed.
Huh?
No, I don't think that...
really like the stargazing.
Well, I liked it too. It was...
She's not your type.
Well,
I understand.
maybe we can talk about that.
I understand.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Happy. But no extra reward. I'm sorry, our coffers have only a limit. But right now, I can tell you what we know, and you can take it from there. And partly why we put the posters up is because apparently, a figure was seen at the southern tree line last night, leaving in a hurry. So that's the best bit of evidence we've got so far. Otherwise, if you want a bit more of a reward, I don't know, maybe you can speak to some of the local businesses that have had some of their stuff missing, and maybe they'll be willing to give you a little extra something. But what we can give you is just the 50 gold. It's a pretty hefty sum.
Okay, thank you.
Has anyone happened to, like when you go to court and someone draws the people in the thing, or like a wanted poster? Has anybody drawn a sort of wanted poster of this thief? Do we have an idea of what? Of anything of what they might
No, I'm
look
afraid
like?
not. Like the figure was saw in the early hours of this morning, and it was still quite dark.
We don't know what was stolen. You haven't learnt what was stolen.
No, just some various goods, like when people have been a bit careless, leaving doors, storerooms unlocked and such. I believe Wilril's forge, I think he had a few bits of scrap metal and stuff and helmets and stuff taken. This is a strange thing. It's nothing particularly valuable. Apparently there were some much more valuable swords left out that weren't taken. So, I don't know. I think it might just be some little mischievous gits.
Okay.
Bizarre.
Okay, well, that's all we can get from you. Then
Should
we'll
we
leave.
ask Wilril?
Who?
Wilril.
Wilril.
Wilril, who had his helmets and things stolen.
Oh,
Should we go to Wilril's?
I wasn't listening to that.
We
Didn't
could go
think you
to.
Well, hang on. Before you head off, I just want to... sorry. I just want to know, have you folks been... I know, Pyra, you've clearly got some experience. You're at least well outfitted, and I mean, you've volunteered for guard duty for room and board from time to time. And
I do indeed.
Yeah.
Well remembered.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've got to keep an eye on who's looking after this place.
Sweet.
Well, seeing as this, if you follow these tracks into the southern wood, just want to check, are you capable of looking after yourselves?
Let this laugh tell you everything you need to know.
Letters?
Laugh.
No.
Laugh.
No.
We
No
need
letters.
to get you some sort of hearing device.
All right, we'll be fine, don't worry. Very capable. I can do magic.
You can?
Yes.
Well, can I see some? And this is going to be... So, this is a social encounter in DC20, where there is a DC set by me, and you're all going to tell me what you're going to do to impress this character. And it can be absolutely anything. It can be something to show off your magic, your combat prowess, absolutely anything. And you can roll that skill, and you need to beat the DC to have a success. And I'll let you know, the people behind the curtain, this, you need 1 success each. So you need 3 successes. If you beat the DC by 5, you get an extra success. Ooh. So there is a world where one of you can fail, but someone can get an extra success.
Okay. Well, I'm on the... I'm up first, right? Because I was...
Well, before we do the rolls, let's paint the picture.
So we want to... So the idea is that we're persuading him for what, though?
That we're capable.
That you're capable.
Yeah.
Show him some of your skills.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not to worry. watch this. And he casts Misty Step.
Oh.
Right? So he's briefly surrounded by a silvery mist and attempts to teleport. So how do I do this?
Okay, so that will probably be a... I'm not completely familiar with the skill. Different skill. There's Arcana?
It's...
There's that skill, right?
Is Arcana a skill in this game? It
No.
is, yeah.
Oh,
It is, yes.
Oh,
So you're going
my
to...
bad.
Well, but this is showing off your magical prowess, and this is not an
Lack of.
attack
Yeah,
spell, so you're going to use that skill. And before you roll, let's get everyone's skill. What are you going to do?
Oh, goodness.
Well, you're quite good at stuff.
Well, yeah.
I'm surprised by that.
I'm bad
Yeah.
at everything. Go on.
My
It can be anything.
my acrobatics are really good.
Oh, yeah, so...
So as soon as the tortoise, once he's teleported, I'm going to know where you're going to teleport to. You're going to
His
whisper to
plan
me.
is to teleport to where he is now.
So he's just going to disappear and be back.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
right.
we'll see if that happens.
Great. So
what do you...
I know that he's going to do this.
I
And
should tell you
as
now,
soon as he lands.
I spect him with very low intelligence. That's why he's a fucking idiot. I'm not just being intentional.
Yeah,
Although I am.
yeah. So yeah, as soon as he teleports back, I'm going to like flip up onto his shoulders and strike like an acrobatic pose.
Okay,
Nice.
wonderful.
Sort of, and with my sword held high, like.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, you're going to see, you're kind of,
Yeah.
reading what your tortoise companion can do here. You know that's what he's planning, and
Yeah,
'Cause he
we've
always
been
does
pals
this.
for a while.
Yeah,
He always, and when he's like, "I'm going to
Teleports to the same
teleport,"
place.
I'm like, "Oh," and in my head, she's like, "I know where he's going to be." Okay, great.
okay, cool.
Yeah, but you don't.
All right, don't roll yet. And
I think while this happens, can I see a watch on his wrist?
you can't. No, there's no generally no watches in this fantasy
No,
land.
you can't.
Yeah.
They don't have watches in Fantasyland.
Generally not in this
I
area.
think I know what I'm inventing and making a fortune. This is going to go down so well in this world.
Well, he
Watches
just got-
that are
There-
just on
there is-
string.
There
Like,
is
this could
clockwork
be on
stuff,
your watch.
but just they're kind of more in higher society. But
He's got
not
a little
on this
sundial,
location.
like a little sundial on his wrist.
Yeah, it's quite rare to see someone with a watch.
Great. I guess that's not going to trick it. I might just invent a watch and gift it to him.
Right now, you're
No.
going to invent a watch.
No. Well, all inventions come from the mind, and this character knows it. So, no, I am going
Please do that.
to.
Please be that your thing is to describe the concept of a watch to him.
That's exactly it. My thing is to give him my idea. So down the line, he can invent it.
Okay.
About for months, this
That's
idea.
great.
So like I said, they do exist in this world. They do exist.
You did say that.
I just said they do
Yes, I
exist.
still do it.
They're just higher. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit
no, I
rarer and
still
stuff.
do it.
Okay. I'm going to make that
Describing a watch
a
to this
history
man.
check
Oh, not a history
because you are going to be describing like the inner workings and the complexities
anything.
of this technology.
Right. History.
Pyra's just like head in hands, just like,
Wow.
Okay.
why?
Well, this is all going to happen in the same moment. So yeah, Dice says, "All right, can you show me some of your skills? What have you got?" And if you could all roll, so Arcana, Acrobatics,
Yeah.
History. That's a reassuring face.
No, it's not.
I'll let you know, just for purposes because the first one we're doing. The DC is only 11. Okay.
3.
3.
Plus your thing.
That's -2.
I've got 20.
Oh my God, that's a critical.
16 plus 4.
So not a natural 20.
Not a natural 20.
Not a natural 20.
16 plus 4.
That's still beats. So you've just made up for his failure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But then I got 8.
Okay. So that is, hang on, how did you see 11? Yes, you
One
just
failure.
don't make it.
Just don't make it.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah. So, yeah, DC was 11.
So I think
Success,
that-
you
yeah.
beat it by 5 at least. Another success. Failure.
You look so sad.
Right, we failed the first one. So I try to teleport. I think I just fall over backwards.
Yeah, so you succeed.
I land on top of you.
Yeah.
With my sword up my leg up, like,
You
And I'm
succeed.
on my back stuck. He's a tortoise.
Yeah, you succeed in teleporting into the same
great.
place, but yeah, you just like change your angle, and it happens at the same time, and you land on him because you succeeded. You
Yeah.
landed on him like a skateboard,
Yeah.
sword out. You're kind of looking a bit wobbly.
Right.
and then I'm like breathing, like, ready for war.
It's so exhausting.
It's really exhausting. It's really kind of taken it out of her. She put a lot of effort into getting the pose right. And then I'm like, come on, make it happen.
So you just basically, you would put it on there. You would basically put, imagine a small clock. You would just put it on your wrist there, and then there would be like a bit of rope or maybe string or something like that, wrapping it around so you cannot lose it. You could even, here's an idea, you turn it around so the face is there.
Yeah,
so
but what can you do?
don't have to
Okay.
move that.
All right, sorry. Yeah, okay.
You can
All right,
have that. That's all yours.
That's fine. Well, right, well, thank you for showing me what you got.
Nothing
It looks very awkward.
Champ.
Well, and he looks at Pyra like, at least you can take point on this, right?
Thank you.
All right, well, here, take this. And he rolls out a little bit of parchment and he writes something out on it and he hands it over. And it reads 1 healing potion.
Okay.
Oh.
And he signed it Darge. I was like, take that to the sturdy pack and he'll give you what? He'll give you that.
So if we'd succeeded...
If succeeded, you would have got a lot more rewards.
I see.
Yeah. So even though you
Got
failed,
1 healing potion.
Okay.
you still get a little something.
Great.
Not all challenges might not be that. Failure might result in some nasty stuff. But right now,
That's fine.
yeah, you just could have had a lot more potions.
We'll improve.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. So,
Great.
Yeah.
That's not such a D&D thing. I don't know if we should be saying or comparing it to
Blasphemy.
another thing.
What? I can talk about D&D.
Yeah, but like DC20, that's the kind of change they've made.
It's a mechanic that he's kind of like,
It's so good. I really like it. Well done, Dungeon Coach.
Well done.
Well done. Very nice. So I just pop that in my
Yeah, I think you should probably do
boot.
that.
Did you think that was going to be his number or something? Do they have phones here as well? Because I've also come up with that concept.
Oh yeah, I just double checked just to see if he has put his number, and he hasn't. And she's just slightly disappointed.
There is a number on there.
I
It's
tried, but
one healing potion.
I tried, but I don't think he's into you. Could you flip me over?
There's still time to find the perfect love.
Sorry, but my own weight is crushing my lungs.
Yeah. I get my sword and I sort of
Yeah.
I pancake you.
So shall we go and get this potion, and then we can move on to this other person who's had something stolen from them, and get away from this horrible policeman.
Okay, let's.
I'm sorry, I just know I know about watches. I don't know why you talked about
Heard of a
watches.
watch.
Clockwork. Yeah.
I don't think you've heard of them. It's my idea. Fuck. It's my idea. It's my idea. It was my idea. I came up with it.
Right.
You can have it.
Thanks.
yours.
Thanks. I'll take it.
You're welcome.
Right. So good luck to you. Well, seeing it's been happening sporadically and stuff, I don't think they could be that deep into the southern wood. But hopefully you can find some trace of them by the end of the day. And if you don't catch them, well, at least we can move forward from there. So Will had some stuff stolen. Take that to the sturdy pack. And it's Gwenry who spotted the figure last night. One of the
Gwenry.
volunteer guards.
Okay, should we do this together or should we split up and do these things separately? Maybe we stick together. Let's
stick together.
Okay.
So are we following the tracks?
Well, we can pick a route.
You can do what you want. You can go
can
speak to
either
some
go-
NPCs. You can just go straight to trying to follow the tracks.
Okay, Pyra, what do you want to do? We could go and talk to Whimley. Or
Wilril.
Elril.
Wilril.
Or Gwenry.
Gwenry.
Or we could go and get a potion. Is that right?
Yeah.
What do you think, Pyra?
From the sturdy pack.
Well, should we go get a potion?
I think we should get that. I think that's a
Should we
really
go get
good
a
idea. It's a
potion?
fantastic idea.
Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, seize the day.
Great.
Seize the potion.
Seize the potion. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, so you stroll through the settlement, through Cracklestone, past the Guardian Rock, and into the southern half of the settlement, where where the sturdy pack is. You've been there before. You have definitely been there before. This is your old place of work. You worked here as an assistant for a bit.
What is the place? What is it?
The sturdy pack, and it's general goods, gear, kind of like basic needs kind of stuff. No magic weapons or anything like some sort of like simple
It's
stuff.
your middle world, Robert Dias.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
You could get a toaster.
Guys, we've got to be careful here. I don't think I can go in. I can't really be seen to be here.
What did you do here?
Well, okay, I know we're kind of going after a thief, but, thieves aren't so bad.
Oh.
I may have, in my past, stolen a lot of different things where I've worked. But this one in particular, I used to run a gambling joint out the back.
I think it was him. I think he was the one that did it.
No, it does sound like it does seem like that.
You are going up on my list
Grab him,
at
Pyra.
this point.
No, don't grab me. Don't.
If you fall asleep again, I'm going to be furious.
I won't. I've got him.
I think you're going to fall asleep, aren't you?
Oh, you say it like that.
And I just roll him onto the floor on his front so he doesn't crush his lungs. And I just turn around and it's like, I did not steal it. I can assure you, I did not steal it. I was with you the whole time. Where was I last night? I wasn't traveling south of the forest.
No, I know, it's true. You were tucked up with your little sheep toy.
My little sheep
Sound
toy.
asleep.
Sound asleep.
All right, so who do we have to avoid in here? Can you come in? Will they know? Will they recognise you or what?
Well, I guess I could put on one of my disguises. It's really coy about
Really
it. It's
coy.
like, I could do one of my disguises if you really asked nicely.
Please put on one of your disguises.
Great, and I dress up as a nun.
A nun.
Can I dress up as a nun?
Yeah, you can dress up as some sort of
Okay.
holy
great.
figure, sure. Some sort of priestess or whatever.
Because I have
You've got a simple robe and some ropes.
I've got a robe. I've got like a hooded
Okay.
robe. So I just kind of put that over and just put my hands in a prayer sign. So it just kind of looks like I'm someone else.
Cool,
I'd just be
cool.
really hunched like an old woman.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Perfect.
I'm going to make this a roll to see how well you pull this off.
So unnecessary, this disguise.
Well,
Why?
yeah, I could have just gone in on my own.
We're doing this
Love
together.
it.
We all agreed we'd
Hey.
go in together.
It's true. We're in
I'll
this
keep in the
together now.
background. You can go and I'll just be at the back just in case you need any help. Because also, I know the
like
layout
it.
of the place.
Yeah.
You know,
you can-
and also while we're there, I've stolen from here once before.
True,
I
you
could
can
steal
swipe some
again.
stuff. I like it.
I love it.
So
Okay.
I'm going to go in.
All right, so you head to
you
the
roll?
sturdy pack. And it's a simple building. The kind of stonework seems to kind of meld into the ground a bit here, just moss and stuff covering it. Evidently, it's been here a very long time. And just above the doorway, it says the sturdy pack in a simple wooden sign. And there's just kind of a weathered leather pack just hanging off it as like a weird ornament that's clearly not been changed for a very long time. Simple wooden door, and you walk in.
Great.
I'm going to ask for let's make this a trickery roll for you
Great.
to see how well.
So why wouldn't, just out of curiosity, so a thing to mention is that you get different trades in DC20.
Yes.
And I've got a trade, and one of my trades is disguise.
There we go.
But I'm also, I've got high trickery as well. So
Oh no! This is
without
because like I need telling how this works as well. Yes, no. If you've got a specific
disguise
trade skill, then let's use that.
Great.
All right.
Great. Disguise. That is a 20, not natural.
That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good.
It is good.
All right, and you open the door and you head in, and it's a simple sort of store. Quite a lot of kind of goods and stuff around the side. Some kind of simple like food stuffs in the middle. Like a market. And one other little thing. I'm just going to hand over some details to. Let's make it you. Robin. This is Robin Plainhide, the guy who owns this place. What does Robin look like?
Oh, great.
What is their gender? What is their race? Tell me about Robin.
Robin Playhide, did you say?
Plain-eyed.
Robin Playhide.
Plainhide.
Robin is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's spelled with a Y, wouldn't it? Robin spelled with a Y, is that?
Up to you, darling.
However you want.
Robin spelled with a Y. It's a woman. She is a halfling.
Cool.
Halfling has halfling. Oh, they're just really small, aren't they? Not just really small. That's not a negative thing. Has really has a bun on her hair. It's dark hair. And quite weathered, works long hours, kind of just quite old, but actually only 13. Robin inherited, was actually, parents also in a horse crash.
Same one.
Same
Driving
one.
the other horse.
Yeah.
And you bonded over that.
We bonded, yeah, but 13 years old inherited this thing. So you've not asked for backstory.
No. I'll take some of those details and run with them. Yeah. An old weathered halfling woman. Yeah, sure.
Woman. Brown eyes. Is
As is, good.
as is.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
No.
And
Whenever I meet someone, I'm always surprised. They're not just a smooth nub.
Yeah. I've got ear
Well, you
blindness,
are
to be
a
fair.
tortoise after all.
yeah.
Where's your ears, pal?
They're in there, you just can't see. They're little holes.
Has always kind of like a nice smile to her face, but it's like a side smile. Do you know?
Okay. All right.
Do you know what I mean? You know, there's people with side smiles.
She's weird.
Yeah, fair.
Carry on.
So you walk in and you see this figure behind the back counter.
Terrifying.
Just blow your disguise immediately. And she doesn't recognise you. Hello, welcome to the Sturdy Pack. Oh, how may I help you? And she's there, just kind of arranging some little goods in front of her.
Oh, good afternoon, dearest. What a charming little trinket shop you have.
Oh, tricky. Well, we've got all sorts here, but yes, thank you.
I'm just here with the Holy Mother to purchase some goods.
She kind of looks over at you, narrows her eyes. Well, Your Holiness, yeah, sure. Does not recognise you at all.
Holy mother.
She's after some of your finest holy water to take back to the nunnery.
Holy water? Oh, we don't have holy water here. I'm sorry. No.
That is a shame.
Sorry, goodbye, good luck.
Darling, the potion that we were gifted from the police force.
Do I get what I'm supposed to give it?
I think so. It's a voucher for it, is it not?
Look, we've made this so much harder for ourselves.
Yes, I think we're supposed to just literally.
I thought he.
Yeah, we're not going to get through everything I prepared.
Fucking voucher.
Here, sorry, I have a voucher
Oh,
for a healing potion.
she takes it.
Thank you.
Oh, Dutch, yes, I recognise his scribble. Yes, sure. Oh, you're taking on a job, are you?
We might be. Why? What have you heard?
Well, I've heard about the nasty thief that's been around. Took some of my warm sacks of grain.
He took some of your warm sacks of grain.
I suppose, well, they could have been warm, yeah.
What on earth is this thief doing? What is... I'm sorry, it's the way your smile just sits on the side.
I'm really trying to stick with the side smile thing that's my descriptor.
I'm so sorry.
They could have been warm, but it was a cold night, I guess.
Sacks of grain. Interesting. So he's taken helmets, warm sacks of grain.
Warm sacks of grain.
Interesting. Well, could I have the healing potion?
Yeah, yes, you can. Yes, I've got the scribble here. Just the one. All right, there you go. And she kind of disappears behind the counter for a bit. You can't quite see her. You hear something unlocks, and she just you see your hand pop up.
While she's down, nick some shit.
Yeah, what's around me?
You just kind of you've got some general kind of foodstuffs, like a lot of. There's kind of this kind of where you scoop nuts out of and stuff. You know those stations.
Little thing,
Yeah.
Oh,
These are some pop vine seeds. Kind of.
like-
There's a lot of them there.
Like a refill.
They're kind of worth a lot. We could plant them and grow them.
like pick and mix.
Yeah, kind of like bigger mix things, that kind of stuff like that. There's pop vine section, and you know that you've been in this place for quite a while. But yeah, depending on what time of year you harvest a pop vine, the fruit is has a different quality. So it's quite early. It's like a hard nut, and if you let them bloom to fruition, it's more like really kind of juicy and like a fruit. So yeah, but they're also a very invasive species which can take over kind of woods and stuff, and they're generally culled. But this place has learned how to stop that from happening. There you go. There's some law for you.
Pocket some of the juicy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the spoon because I've still got.
There's also other stuff around, but let's stick with this.
Mix and pop vine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of get the spoon and put some in my pocket, empty it.
Great. Okay, this will be your trickery check, won't it?
Right.
Yeah.
10.
I'm going to roll an insight for. Well, it's going to be fair. It's going to be disadvantage with her.
Yeah, she's hidden.
But she's been in this business for a while. She notices nothing. I rolled a 1. yeah.
Oh, great. I get 2 spoonfuls.
Yeah, you do. You get two spoonfuls before she hops back up.
Great.
And you got some of the dry stuff.
Yeah.
It's not quite blooming
What I wanted
season.
I really wanted to steal dry things for us.
Fine.
Oh, and another bit of the pop vine lore. I quite like the pop vine lore I wrote. The partly why this place is called Cracklestone is because at a certain time of year, when they're all popping at the same time, it sounds like there's crackling happening. Happening in the settlement. Yes, but right now the season is more the dried stuff. So you've got 2 scoops of
Dry vine.
Very
Let's call them
pop
And
nuts.
I just give him a little subtle wink.
Yeah.
So subtle.
Anyway, Robin hooks himself up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, look after yourselves. I hope you catch the blighter. Warm blighter.
He's a warm blighter.
Warm blighter.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry about that.
I tell you what, if you catch him, I'll give you a discount when you come back.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, well, it'll be good if we get rid of this blighter.
Thank you so much, Robin.
Oh, you're welcome. Anything else I can help you with?
I think that's probably enough from
well-
Robin.
Robin's had a lovely scene.
Shall I come with you?
I think, Robin, you better howl. The shop won't run itself.
Oh, you're right. I lost an assistant recently. Oh, terrible wanker
How
that
did you
guy.
lose the assistant? How did you lose the assistant?
He wasn't working out. His grubby little mitts would grab it. Do you know what? He might be. If you see that man, Whimsy, he could be the culprit. Whimsy, he stole from here. That's why I had to let him go.
Or not. Or maybe it wasn't him, and you've just mistaken.
Thank you, Mother. And I stop and just sort of shuffle her around.
You should be spreading rumours. As I'm coming
Come on, Ellie, Mother. Off we go.
Fucking arsehole!
How did it go? Did you get the stuff?
Yeah, we should have
Did
just
we?
sent you in. It would have been so much easier. But I've got seeds in my pocket.
Ooh.
We've got pop vines so we can get some cash.
May I have one?
No, don't.
I feel like something's going to happen. No, you know what? This is exciting. I go in my pocket and I take out one little thing and I place it.
Oh, what?
No hands. Let me do it. And I place it on your tongue. And
Do I explode?
No, it's like a kind of like a Brazil nut. Like just quite
lovely.
Yeah,
Big fan.
quite a bit of substance to it. Yeah.
Do they like Brazil nuts?
Do they? Do you mean? Do I like Brazil?
Do you like Brazil nuts?
right.
This is good stuff. This is good material. This is
Where
good.
should we go? I couldn't even hear the fucking conversation you were having. It was so quiet. What do you want to do now? Where should we go now?
I think follow the footsteps.
Follow the footsteps is a good plan. Let's go.
Don't we want to go? There was someone to talk to. Or we want to go straight to the south of the forest and go...
It was
Gwenry.
Gwenry.
Gwenry, I'll say that you know of Gwenry. She's been volunteering as a guard for a while here.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I've dated Gwenry.
She's a dwarf. She's dwarven with kind of red curly hair, freckles, and she has quite a nervous disposition. Yeah.
Who ended things? Was it you or was it Gwenry?
It was Gwenry. She ended things with me. It seems to be the way. Yeah.
What was her...
Not always. You never called me back.
I didn't. But now we spend every day together anyway. So
We're just friends.
I guess I am the fool
I got
there.
friend zoned.
You got friends. So
Again.
I'm sorry, darling. Maybe one day you can take me out on another date. But
Maybe.
Abby, how old are you?
It's hard to say, isn't it? 111.
111. How long do you live for?
112.
not long left.
We should live every day. It's your last.
You know what?
You know, to be fair, I'm half elf, half human. If I inherited my parents' lineage, then I would have been. I might live to be 300-400. If I inherit my father's line, then I'll probably have angina. So. It's all to play for,
Golly.
really, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
fingers crossed that you get a longer life. Hey.
Anyway, shall we go and
Follow
look
the
at some footsteps?
Yes, I
how
think
we
so. Who's got good animal?
So you're heading to the tree line.
Yeah.
Okay.
follow the footprints to the tree line.
Can I search the tree line?
You can, okay. Let me just bring up my stuff. Bring up my little bit about the tree line.
I'll fill this time.
Yeah, thank you.
What are you going to say?
Happy's just... he's very slow. He has one less speed than everyone else because he's a tortoise.
Oh, of course.
So he's just behind you guys, trying to catch up. You're walking ahead.
We don't.
You don't slow down.
We don't slow down.
You carry on, I don't mind. I'll catch up. Slow and steady wins the race. You know? I once beat a hare in a race.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
That's quite impressive.
Yes, I shocked him with lightning. And he died and I won.
Oh, yeah, cool. Did you?
So you didn't win the race, you killed him.
And won the race.
Oh, well, I suppose.
Winning's winning.
Your powers, they are based in sorcery. You a sorcerer?
I'm a sorcerer of great power, yes.
Okay. How
Sort
did
of
you...
like a smaller version of Godzilla. I do lightning.
What did you...
Lightning tortoise.
Lightning tortoise.
Yeah.
Did you were born with this skill?
I think so. Came to me one day. I don't know how I do it. If I think about it too much, it doesn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got to just kind of let it happen.
You got to just think about something else and then it will happen.
Yeah. I can't hear you, by the way. You're way ahead.
Yep.
And so first, Whimsy, you reach the tree line ahead of Happy, both of you, who's trailing
I'll
behind.
get there.
I mean, there is a long area of the tree line, but I'll say Darge pointed you in the right direction under a specific building in the trees. Yes, so it's not long until you find an area of brush that has clearly been disturbed. The plants in this spot have been pushed through and trampled recently. Now, who's having a little look-see at this trekking malarkey?
Would this be like an awareness check?
This would be a survival check.
I've got that good, very good.
You've got that good.
I think something's
you've got that
disturbed
good.
this brush, boys.
Oh,
Well, let's roll a survival check, please.
what do you think it was, Pyra?
I think it was. That's 10. 10.
10.
10.
Oh, shame.
I don't have it as
So
good
you
as
kind of push through. You don't gather anything more than that. You definitely know this is the beginning of the trail. But you can't, all you just see is like, some of the brush just trampled on the floor, pushed aside, and you know they've headed in this direction.
Can I check if it was animal tracks in any way?
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah. So,
An animal check.
all right, yeah.
Because I can do those.
Yeah, I'll allow an animal check, yeah.
20.
20.
Not natural.
Being one with the beasts that you are, you look down and this doesn't seem like anything with 4 legs.
It was something with 5 legs.
And you look again and you go, oh, no, 2 legs. 2 legs. There seems to be like some heavy-footed bipedal creature that has
It was
moved
either
through.
something with 2 legs or 2 things with 1 leg. Be on the lookout for 2 one-legged creatures hopping around in perfect unison.
Terrifying.
And with that 20, I'll also say you notice there's a lot of kind of dirt here as well. Not a lot, rather, but just kind of traces of dirt that seems to be not dirt from this particular area right here. Seems to be tracked into this area.
Someone's left their dirt here. So we're looking for someone who carries around a lot of dirt, but they don't keep hold of it. They're careless with it.
No,
Is it dirt or is it warm grain?
Oh! I eat some
well, let's think about before we eat things. Remember that?
dirt or grain,
Very earthy, very dirty.
dirt.
It's dirt.
It's dirt. Okay,
Yeah,
thank God.
Warm
Never
dirt.
mind. Never mind.
Just out of curiosity, double check.
Okay.
Wow, this is incredible. You can kind of make him do anything. And then I sit there and be like, that's dark.
It's dirt. But can we tell where the dirt is from then?
Not right now. No, even with the 20. No, you don't. But with that 20, you can tell that it's not from like the soil here.
The
It seems to be
person who
like,
was here came from somewhere else. So we know they're not a person who lives here.
Yeah, so they came in. You're
They
right.
came from a
Genius.
different place and came to here.
To steal something and then left.
That's the cleverest thing you've ever said.
Oh, wow. Write it down.
I will.
I've already forgotten.
Okay, sorry, can we see where the tracks are going?
Yes, you get the general gist of where they're heading. You have the beginning of the trail.
Oh, let's
so
follow.
you can now
Let's go.
head into the forest.
I think
Head
we
in.
head into the forest.
All right. So you start to venture deeper into this dense forest. You push on for some time. The canopy above filters the sunlight into a mosaic of light and shadow. The air is thick with the scent of plant life and earth. You hear birds singing and calling to each other, and the underbrush rustles with unseen creatures. Time passes. It's almost an hour since you set off, and the tracking is becoming difficult. I need someone to roll another survival check to see if you can keep track of this path.
Who was leading?
You were in charge. You take your lead.
Well, you were leading, yeah, let's go with that.
Hello.
I'm riding the
better at
My
it.
tortoise.
first survival was... Oh, it's not much better. 13.
13.
Bit rubbish.
It's a success for this.
Okay.
So you kind of push on. You kind of, yes, getting difficult, but you can just about, now that you have that kind of dirt pointed out, you see there are kind of little kind of streaks of dirt like on the trunks of some trees, kind of like waist height and stuff. With that as well, you also get the sense that someone's walked through here, but also you get the sense that something might have been dragged through here as well. Ooh. Something a bit heavier.
Look at all these birds, guys. Whimsley, give them some money.
We don't have any money to
They
give.
look so poor and hungry.
I hear what
Giving
you're saying,
coins
but
to
we
the
do
crows
not.
anymore.
We're not doing that anymore, are we? No, no.
We need to keep every coin we've got.
Well, soon we'll have 50 gold pieces. Then we can feed a lot
Then
of birds.
we'll let you feed one of those to a bird.
Okay.
Following these tracks, you push on, and you also notice that there's more than one set of tracks. It seems to be a wider area of this kind of path, which seems like at least two creatures have been like traveling in the same direction. And you push on, and because you succeeded this check, first of all, Bryony, give me an animal. Any animal. Bird, fish, mammal, whatever you want.
Penguin.
Penguin. Henry, give me another animal.
Moose.
Moose.
Yep.
You move through the forest, and then you hear this breathing. And you raise your hand and you stop everyone. As you see...
Hi. Hello. One.
Sleep time.
How many letters? One. A, B, C. I can get there. 2, 5.
Sorry. All right, let's make this... there wasn't going to be a stealth check here, but I want everyone to roll a stealth check.
Damn it.
15.
Okay, great.
11.
Okay.
12.
Great.
That's not fair.
Oh, 13.
That the loudest man has got the best stealth check.
Anyway, as you see that you have accidentally wandered in to the territory of a moose penguin.
Oh, no.
This large beast with the head of a moose, antlers, huge antlers coming out. The antlers are feathered. There's a huge kind of penguin-like beak, and it's got flippers on the back, but hooves on the front. Oh. And these are known to be vicious, territorial creatures.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's half bird. Give it some money.
No.
And it's currently
half a coin.
It's currently kind of snoozing because you passed this check. It is not immediately aware of you.
Well, let's just leave it. Leave it alone. We don't wake you up when you sleep, so we'll just let this one sleep.
Yeah. Although, I mean, aren't their eggs very valuable?
Do they lay eggs?
Penguins do.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Does a moose?
A moose queen lays eggs.
No, the eggs are incredibly...
It shifts and it raises its moose-like head in its beak, and it yawns, and you see these kind of like, you know, when birds have teeth in cartoons, it's weird. It's got these moose teeth around the bill.
Can we see any eggs? Can we see any eggs?
Roll an awareness check, which is DC20.
Oh yeah. Do you want to explain this? This is a cool thing.
No, you can go ahead.
Great. So basically, awareness is kind of like your, what would it be called?
A perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
But it's kind of everyone has an awareness that is linked to their prime. So it's worth talking about it that you have kind of. You have your stats are unlike D&D, which is like you have 6 attributes, right? On here you have just 2 physical and 2 mental, which is might and agility for physical, and mental is charisma and intelligence. But on top of that, you have a prime modifier, which is whatever your highest attribute will be, your prime will be the same number, basically.
Yeah.
And the awareness is part of that. So usually, for example, I don't know what your prime is. Mine's 3.
3, yeah. I think we all have basic.
Pretty much everyone has the basic, which is 3.
The highest stat you have is always going to be 3 to start.
And basically, the idea is your awareness will naturally go up as you progress through the different levels.
Yeah.
It will naturally go up and up and up. So it's a really cool one.
So that awareness isn't tied to like one kind of attribute that you have to like put it in if you want to be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
So my awareness is 3, so I get +3 to my roll. I roll a natural 20.
Oh my days!
You see,
If there weren't eggs before, there are now.
you see a clutch of 3 moose penguin eggs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Just kind of
Moose squid eggs.
Moose squid eggs.
Get those moose squid eggs.
We absolutely
Moose squid,
do.
yeah,
That
them
worth
use-
a fortune.
Hey, can you use your Misty Step again?
Oh, what?
well. This is another skill challenge.
Oh.
So how are you going to? Well, now you're going to add the flavour of trying to get a moose egg, moose squid egg, as well. How do you get through this territory without disturbing this thing? And right now it is kind of.
How do we do it?
If you do Misty Step, but you don't just... have you thought about teleporting further than where you are now? What if you teleported to the egg?
That's mad.
Connect.
Crazy talk.
We'll have your back.
You have
It's
my
not
shell.
crazy. It's not crazy talk. You really can do that. I believe in
That's
you.
where I live.
But you can take your back with you. Take your house with you.
But when I Misty Step in and get the eggs, do I then Misty Step back out again?
You're picking it up
You're
like an
going to be so
pro.
good at this.
Oh, just like I'm going to pick up those eggs.
Wait, hang on a second. Before you do this, that would me using the Misty Step twice.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you have enough mana points for that?
I'm full to the brim.
Great.
With
So with these sort of challenges, generally, if you cast a spell to pass these checks, so spellcasters have mana points, martial classes have stamina points. Generally, it's for flavour, so you won't lose your mana points.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can Misty Step in and Misty Step out.
Yes. However, it'll be tied to a skill check.
Possible I'll Misty Step in and just crush all the
Yes, there is still going to be a
Misty Step
roll.
above
There is a DC for this skill challenge as well.
Can anyone help me? Or do I just...
Well, everyone's got to. Again, this is something where you need 3 successes.
I see.
To get through without anything bad happening.
Okay. So it would be another Arcana roll. That's a shame, 'cause I'm really bad at
it
Arcana.
would be an Arcana roll,
That's a
right?
shame.
Unless you can convince me otherwise that it would be something else.
Well, no.
Good playing, honest.
No, I'm going to be honest. I mean, it must be Arcana.
Rather than looking at your skills, think what are you doing in this situation? And then we can find the skill after you kind of like paint that picture in your head. What are you attempting?
We want to keep this beast asleep, right? That's what we need to do. So if while you get the eggs, maybe we could go over and try and keep it asleep. How do you keep it asleep? Maybe we sing it a song.
Sing it a nursery rhyme.
Sing it a nursery rhyme. What's a penguin nursery rhyme? Penguin moose.
The Pingu theme tune.
The Pingoose.
The
Pingoose theme tune.
Pingoose theme tune.
theme tune to Pingu.
Pingoose.
Which exists in this one.
I'm sorry, guys, we don't have the rights.
They can imagine us singing.
Yeah.
So you guys will do that softly underneath.
Yeah, we'll go up and do that.
Oh, great. Okay, this is a good way to make this clear. So if someone's doing the same thing, it's made a disadvantage.
One of you do that. Everyone else.
Okay, I could go over and sing. Would you want to sing? What do you want to do? Actually, you know what? Actually, you go and sing. I've got an idea. I'm just going to take... No, actually, I'm going to take both of you, and I'm just going to put my hands over you, and I'm going to say, now you listen. We don't actually need these eggs. We have a different mission, but...
All I want is eggs.
I know. And they think this is the most important thing. This is what we learn. We are a team. All three of us, we are a team.
Yes.
And one day we'll hopefully have a team name. But it's important that we stick together. And if one of us really wants some eggs, even though that's not the task. Delicious eggs. It's not the task we were given. Yeah. But if one of our teammates wants it, we do not leave them behind, okay?
I like it.
Absolutely.
And together as a team, we can do this. And my hands are on both of you, and I cast Bless. And as I do this, and I cast Bless, which I can use so they can improve their rolls, you see the talisman around my neck begin to glow. And the lunar eclipse, you kind of see like light on the sun kind of... like the edges of the sun kind of start to glow behind this darkened moon, and all like certain symbols like glow around the talisman as well. And yeah, I cast Bless. So you both, including myself, get to make a DC 10 spell check. Oh, that's me. I have to do that. Oopsie daisies. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is going to be your check.
Oh, so I should make that later.
Huh? No. That's right. Just so I think I don't know if this is correct, but I feel like arguably if that's the way you would work Bless, you cast every single challenge.
Okay.
So rather than that, I'm using that as your role for how you're helping the situation.
13. Okay.
So you're blessing.
In the same vein, can I make a pitch for it to be a spell check to do my spell? Because I feel like all around, just all my spells will be useless. That's all they are.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, some of them would be more attacking spells and stuff where you do more spell. But because you're kind of going and trying to do something physical and get out, I'll allow this time to be
a spell check to cast a spell usually anyway.
Great.
Right.
Great. Cool. Okay, so
What am I checking?
your half-elven friend
Singing.
Singing.
Sing check.
Oh, I'm singing.
So your half-elven friend blesses you as you're kind of all kind of crouched in stealth mode, and then do you begin singing?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel the blessing.
All right.
Pass over me, and I feel compelled.
Bless, it would, but we're not using it for this purpose, I think. But
in
it
combat,
would usually.
Oh, so we don't get the bonus of Bless right now.
No, I'm going to rule that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
So you're singing. So what is the skill for performance? Is there a performance or an image?
Oh. Is there?
Not really.
I don't know.
Or is it,
Influence?
Influence. Let's go with influence then.
Influence? Yeah.
Where's
Rhythm.
influence?
Under charisma. Right in the middle there.
Oh,
Charisma,
Lord.
your worst stat.
That's bad. Yeah. So do I roll?
You're going to roll.
It's bad. It's a bad sing. That's 3.
Okay. We have one failure.
Belch out the penis.
Do.
And happy as that's this song. And you see it's doing something to the moose squin as it stirs. It goes, You
21.
21. That is 2 successes.
Do you get 2 eggs?
3 successes for the DC here.
So in DC20, if you have a specific check that you have to get to, if you beat it by 5, that's a success +1. If you beat it by 10, it's a success +2. So for every 5 you beat the thing by, it's +1, right?
Yeah. So you just got
great.
You just go and beat it, the DC of 11 by.
I just nailed this.
So yeah. So
I knew you could do it. I'm still singing, but I'm looking at him like.
Yeah. You see this tortoise just disappear in a bit of mist, appear by these eggs.
Grab them.
Because you did extra successes, fuck it. Yeah. You get 1 egg.
All the eggs.
They're this big. You get 1.
I'm not leaving without more.
Okay, then we're doing a skill check then. All right, we're gonna
more eggs.
We're gonna make it a. We're gonna make this
Athletics.
Athletics. Yeah, athletics. Yeah.
Lots of eggs. Natural 20.
Wow.
So yeah, you pick up these eggs silently, and then the eggs come with you, and he appears back next to you. And the big monster is there, and it curls up a bit more, kind of around where the eggs were. And you seem to be fine.
I stole his eggs. It's a fucking kidnapping. Let's get out of here.
It is. They are living things. This actually feels quite cruel, doesn't it?
We don't know how developed they are either. These might just be living creatures.
Oh, I really hope they do.
Oh my days! But they could be ours. They could be our children.
They're worth a fortune. You don't
Okay, we should
understand.
get moving. Let's follow the track again.
Yes.
Follow the track. Follow the track. No. We'll do the singing. And then we follow the tracks and we go off with the eggs.
You can move.
How many eggs did we get?
You got 3.
3.
3 eggs.
Three.
One egg each.
You got
Let's
3
go.
eggs.
One each.
Guys, we each have a pet moose penguin.
Amazing.
Eggs.
I put it in my backpack, which I've got.
Cool.
A backpack.
So yeah, you managed to completely avoid disturbing this moose gwyn. Sod your owlbears. We got moose gwyns. You move on, and also I'll give you the other reward for succeeding so much. You move past, and you feel like you've moved past that territory safely. You stop hearing the breathing of that beast, and you come across a small spring that looks like very fresh and fresh water and crisp and probably quite nice to drink. And you're all kind of thirsty. Would you like to drink it?
We should do a litmus test. Is it a litmus test? Will
I'll
you test?
be a litmus test.
No, you will not be the litmus test because we can't lose you. You're the big, the big strong tortoise.
Yes. I'm not a big water drinker myself.
No, you
Not
don't drink
for me.
water.
If I can help it, I won't. I'm not a big water fan.
You drink a bit of booze, do you?
What do I drink?
Yeah.
Pure ethanol.
You must be on the verge of death.
I might
Strong.
be.
Wow.
It's strong, but my insides can take it.
Does it give you a good high?
I'm dragonborn.
Dragon bit.
Absolutely. My insides just process it and get the fluid they need from that.
Wow.
I know, it's quite impressive.
Incredible. Oh my God.
So if anyone's testing the water, I'm afraid it's you.
It's what? How does that
Decision made. It can't be me. I'm too important.
Yeah, you're
That's
too,
what you
I
said.
did,
Too
I
important.
did say that.
She can't drink. She can't.
because you're too busy full of ethanol. So it must be me drinking the water.
Drink the water. Let me help. And I put my
My head down. I'm just pushing
on the
back,
back of his
but
head.
it's pushing me in. I can do it
Head
myself.
in the water.
Oh, it's just cold. It starts
the water.
splashing your face. You can't help but drink it in, and
Drowning me.
yeah. And you come up. Oh,
No, he doesn't.
you're back down. You get a proper gulp this time. You go back up and you go
Twice.
And that's refreshing. That feels good. Oh, you're feeling good, and you get 1 temporary HP.
Hey, amazing. That's so good. I think that might mean we're about to be attacked.
Can I have a bit as well?
What? Yeah, of course.
So he just lies in the stream, facing upstream, and just opens his mouth.
Christ. 20 HP. No. So yeah,
Filling with
I
fluid.
don't get
yeah,
it.
very refreshing, and you get 1 temporary HP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to have that.
You're sticking with not drinking water.
Well, you know, yes.
Okay.
It's
You can't
against.
metabolize it.
Don't know. Never tried it.
tried.
Never
Never
tried. I've
tried.
just been told don't drink
Want to
water.
try water? What may happen?
What if I end?
What
if
you
you
end? But that's kind of anything, isn't it? What do you how did you learn that you can't drink water? Was this your parents?
Yes, my
Is it
parents
a family
told me.
thing? You're told
my
never drink water.
Never drink the water.
Oh.
Do they drink
Never
water?
drink the water. No. The elf does sometimes.
Oh,
Farmer.
Your
I call him the elf.
Your parents.
You call
Hold on. Just so I understand.
Yes.
You're dragonborn, but your parents aren't an elf and a dragonborn. Your parents are an elf and a dragon.
Yes, an elf.
It's an elf and a dragon. Wow. It must have happened at some
Why
point.
not?
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Weird house.
So in DC20,
Can you?
you can you have a thing called ancestry points that you can spend when making your character. So you can pick these kind of features from all these different races and stuff. So you can have dragonborn elf. You can have a tortoise, a beast.
He's got a little bit of gnome in him.
Beast and gnome, yeah. So he's got gnome features. He doesn't necessarily have to be a gnomish creature, but he can have those little features. And we have a elf and human kind of thing. So you can make all these, so much variety of all these different builds. So you can take these different, you have points to pick and choose these ancestry features from ancestors. And that's why we've got
Many.
this weird collection.
A menagerie.
Yeah, menagerie. That's a great word. Ooh.
Menage a trois.
Oh dear.
That's the name of the first episode.
Yes. No. Yeah. That's my water story.
Nice.
Great. So, should we keep moving then? Should we follow this track?
Let's keep going.
I think so.
I will lead. I have a.
Great.
I will lead.
What does he have?
I was going to tell a story, but I was feeling, I was going to tell a story. I don't think we have time for a story. We need to get this gold so we can pay off my debts. So we can get share the money around us, and that's what we need to do, right? Okay, let's keep moving. Come on, let's go.
All right. You keep following these tracks. You get back onto the trail. Can I have a survival check from you, please?
Absolutely. I actually went first because I just really wanted to roll. I was sitting there going, I want to roll more. No more rolling for this kid. 4. Ooh, 7. No, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Why did I try and persuade myself in the head? That would be awesome.
So you push on. The day is really progressing now. It's mid to late afternoon. You've been traveling for quite a while. You've had little stops and stuff. We have a montage of you guys just pushing through, avoiding other little creatures. But generally, it's just pushing through this forest. At one point, you find yourself going downhill before moving westward for quite a bit as you follow these tracks. It's difficult, but you're still just about keeping an eye on them. After some time, the trees become less dense. And you see that you are moving towards, now, there's a steep slope ahead of you, or rock face. Then, ahead of you, in a clearing, you spot a group of small humanoid figures, about the size of a halfling or a child. But their proportions are odd, and their rough forms are composed of dirt, rock, and stones. Where a face should be, there is vague indentations of eyes and a mouth. It's as if a very unskilled artist made a poor and lazy attempt at making a person, a sculpture. They are moving amongst some mostly empty sacks and baskets that are strewn about. There are loose apples and other produce scattered about too. You see one of the earth creatures move to some of the fruits that are scattered around and just start smashing them. They seem to be quite violently moving about. You also see what suddenly catches your eye, not just these kind of earthy creatures, small earthy creatures, like clods of dirt with 4 appendages just scurrying about. And as you progress forward, you get closer. One of them stops and just turns its face silently towards you. And then starts clodding towards you.
No.
Oh,
Combat.
children. What do we do? Kill them or kidnap them?
So that survival check was going to see if you could get to act before they notice you, or do they notice you? And they notice you walk into this clearing.
Oh, damn.
So we're going to start combat for the first time.
Wow.
So in this moment, just before we roll for initiative, and we'll explain that, what are you guys doing? What do you do? You're in this kind of the trees about slightly. They're kind of they're starting to plod towards you silently. What do you do? Doesn't have to be combat related. It could be something else. Do you try and move around them? Do you try and? What do you do?
I think I rolled so low that I think I'm just chatting away and just kind of just walk into the clearing. I think. Oh no, we've stopped and noticed them, haven't we?
You've seen them ahead of you.
We've seen all that kind of thing happen. I think I'm just petrified. Maybe I'll grab one of the eggs. Maybe one of the eggs I have, and I just be like, "Don't just take it," and just offer an egg out.
Okay, great. That's going to be an influence check.
He's a tortoise, so I think he's going to do what tortoises do when they're threatened. So he's going to go down on all fours and go like that.
To intimidate them, or is he just scared?
He's revving himself up like he's going to have to shell barge.
Okay, intimidation. That's going to be your check.
Yeah.
I believe that's it. What do you do?
That's great. I'll pull out my longsword.
All right.
Oh, great.
Very makes sense.
Getting straight
She's
into
ready.
combat.
Oh, listen. Yeah.
Pull out your long sword.
She sees this thing thumping towards her. She's getting that sword out.
All right. This is going to be.
Sword drawn.
Let's call this.
With next to him hissing.
You have a custom skill, don't you, called battle tactics? Is that
Yes.
right? Let's call it that check. Okay. And the reason I've asked for these checks is in DC20, the way initiative works, rather than just rolling dexterity or whatever and see who gets higher. There is a DC for this combat, and they are using the skills of what they're doing just before combat kicks off to determine who acts first. And it always goes, if they beat the DC, it'll be one of these guys go first, then the bad guys, then the next good guy, bad guy, good, bad, but yeah, that's how it works. Hope that makes sense.
Always alternating turns.
It's always alternating to make it a kind of more
to go first.
back and forth between these two sides.
Great.
Okay, so, and for the purposes of this, usually I'll hide the DC, but the DC for this is... No, it's not 13. I really thought it was going to be 13. It is 12.
12. Okay.
So yeah,
we all roll?
So we're
You
rolling the
all
check
roll.
that we just set.
yeah, because this is what you're doing just before this combat.
So we
kicks off.
do the add. What did you say for
You
me?
add your skill, what you just said then. So
did you
yours
say?
was influence, I believe, because you're trying to influence these.
Great. Wow.
Oh, great.
I got a 6.
You're saving the good rolls for the actual combat. That's
Yeah.
great. 6,
17.
17. Okay.
22.
22. Oh, from your sound, I thought.
Really desperate. I'm not police it yet. I don't get to fight with a
Take
dangerous
it.
child. No.
Okay.
It's like something out of my nightmares.
Okay.
slow.
So that means you guys are going first. So it will be Whimsy.
Really unintimidatingly hissing.
He's falling asleep a bit.
It'll be Whimsy. It'll be one of these little earth golem
Exactly
things.
what's happened. He's gone down on all fours to be intimidating, immediately fallen asleep, and he'll wake up on his turn after several rounds.
Oh, no. Because you can't help anyone.
Missed a step and then just disappeared.
Come back in the same place.
Yeah.
All right. So the person who's going to be first is Whimsy, but let's reveal the battle map. All right. Oh, God. Smooth operator.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Someone's been drawing at home.
figures?
There'll be different types of maps in the future. This is what I did late last night. So yeah.
Oh, is that
Lovely
that's our
trees,
faces as well? No,
Greg.
that's not our faces. Oh, there's our faces.
Faces.
You guys.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Probably you offering an egg there.
That's me on all
If you
fours
guys are
asleep.
all happy.
Which am I? That one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some temporary art for our characters here. They might change in the future, but yeah, there's Whimsy at the top, happy. Bet you could tell from the shell, and Pyra at the bottom there. And yes, and there's these 3 humanoid-like earthy figures and these clods of dirt with legs.
Is your name Whimsy or Whimsley?
Whimsley.
Whimsley.
Oh,
My nickname is Whims. It's okay. He gets it a lot.
Whimsley. Episode 1, it's going to be scratchy.
Whimsley or it's Whims. Yeah, Whims. I might have even said Whimsy. I might have just picked up on it.
Whimsley
I mean, his
Dale.
name is now Drake Boom. So,
Drake Bang.
Drake Bang.
Drake Bang, sorry. Drake Bang.
You go by many names.
Whimsley Dale, Drake Bang.
Great.
So, we're going to do DC20's combat for the first time. After this break,
now with conviction.
I actually quite like
It's not a question.
break. You want a break? You want a break now? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, break.
From members of Mischief Theater comes Hell or High Rollers.
I have many partners. I'm a sexy dragon.
A comedy podcast like no other.
You know, I've never had a friend.
Survive long enough.
11 years old, shame on you. When I was your age, I was 15.
Listen to Hell or High Rollers wherever you get your podcasts. And if you don't like it, you can go to hell. Or highrollers.com and learn why you're wrong.
Then have my inspiration point back if we can erase the last minute.
Welcome back. So, last we left off, before the break. These small humanoid Earth-like creatures have noticed you. They're like lolloping about, acting quite violent. You see the evidence of some of the stolen goods from the town amongst them, but they're now moving quite aggressively towards you.
I didn't even put together in my head that they had stolen the stuff. I was just like, we'd come across some random thing.
Dirt tracks on the trees
Well,
and all sorts.
Yeah.
Maybe
in
not.
the mindset of my stupid fucking tortoise.
Yes. Slow by nature, slow by mind.
Wait a minute, guys. I've just figured something out.
So yes, and we've already rolled for initiative. Where you tried and offer an egg. You got into an aggressive stance, and you've battle ready. You beat the DC for this initiative. So Whimsley, you do get to go first. So action and DC20 we'll explain as we go, but one of the big main features is that everyone has action points they can use on their turn or maybe off their turn to do different things. You can use an action point to move, an action point to attack, an action point to boost your attack. And they also have the spellcasters here. They have mana points to spend, and our martial class here, the fighter, can use stamina points. Let's see how it goes. All right. So the fight is on, and here's our map. So, Whimsley. You're holding the egg, and it becomes clear that they are coming at you. Maybe they're going to grab the egg, but probably not, seeing the way you just look behind them and you see the apples that they've smashed to pieces. Maybe this to them is just another big thing to smash.
Oh, well, that's good. Give it to them, they might leave us alone. But no time to think. I look over to Pyra. Pyra?
Pyra.
Pyra. Pyra.
Pyra.
Pyra! I forgot you were here! It was a long handbrake. And I look over, see that you've taken out your weapon. I'm like, okay, that's what we're doing. And I just throw the one that's coming towards me. I'm going to throw the egg and try and break it on their face. Egg in their face. Egg in your face.
Egg on your face, mate. After you lose that egg.
Fantastic.
I work hard for that egg.
Yes, I know, but he would panic.
Great, fantastic. Starting off with a maneuver, a move. I'm not entirely sure how we run, but let's do it. So this would be like this would be like an improvised weapon kind of thing. So, I think roll your.
There is a thing. There's throwing.
Yeah.
There's throwing. In this, there is a specific part of the rulebook that is how you throw stuff. Page 71. For all you people following along with your books at home. Throwing objects. You can throw an object a number of spaces depending on your might and the object's size. For the purposes of throwing objects, your minimum might is 1. So the table below shows how far you can throw each size of object. I assume this is... how big is this object?
You said it was quite big.
One size smaller than you or 2 sizes smaller than you?
It says technically medium. Yeah.
So the spaces thrown are 5 times your might.
Great, 2.
Your might is 2. So 10 spaces is how far you can throw.
You can chuck this egg.
Yeah. And how many spaces away is this
right now? The closest one next to you is...
That's the map.
Two spaces or...
This is just for throwing objects, by the way. Like, if you're calling it a weapon, then it's different.
Let's see. If you're throwing it, let's see what happens if you hit.
It might just get in their eyes and they can't see.
Improvised weapon deals 1 damage of a type determined by the GM.
So, for my first action, I'm going to throw it at their face.
Okay.
If you're throwing a melee weapon, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, that's what we need. We need
so if you're throwing a weapon, if you're calling it a weapon, as part of an attack check, the weapon deals half its normal damage.
Okay.
It's not a weapon, so up to you.
Cool. Well, we'll see what happens if it hits.
Okay, great. So this is a spell, not an attack check. This is not a spell. It's an egg. Let's be clear.
Throwing an egg. These eggs, they're pretty big.
It's a special check where you throw.
Special check. Well, and then I plus my 4 to it, which my attack check. So that is a 19.
19 definitely hits. So yeah, you chuck it and it cracks immediately, explodes all over this thing, and it kind of drenches it. This huge yolk comes down on its face as well. Really bright pink yolk. And and it kind of stops in its tracks a bit. It is now technically blinded. No damage. But now that it's blinded, it is technically exposed and hindered.
Exposed and
yes.
You've
hindered.
exposed it with an egg.
If you're exposed, there are advantage on attacks against you, and if you're hindered, you have disadvantage on attacks. And, and according to this, if you're not guided by another creature, all terrain is difficult.
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay.
It's finding that flat ground difficult.
It makes sense. It's got an egg on its face.
Yes, exactly.
Which is exactly what you said it was going to have.
Yes.
It came true.
Okay, and then
And which one was it? Sorry, was it the one directly in front of you there? or
the one that was kind of coming towards us.
Yeah, this kind of center.
That one there.
That top one there, yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to using another action point. We've got I don't know if you guys can see at home, but we've got these 4 little blocks to help us with the action points because all of our memories are not very good. So we'll lose our place. So that's my first action point. Second action point, I am going to use Shocking Grasp, which is a it's 1 space range. Okay.
Not next to you yet, right?
Yeah. You just lobbed it at them.
You could move.
You could move at it.
Actually, no. No, I'm not. Shocking Grasp. So I'm going to use some mana point enhancements because it doesn't actually use any mana points. So I am going to lightning. As you see, my talisman start to glow as well, and a few other little symbols start to glow instead of the ones that you saw before. This kind of power and energy starts to course through my body, and this lightning springs from my eyes, and from the talisman, it springs out. And it grabs them around the wrist, and I'm going to. This is an attack. That's 1 lightning damage. But I'm also going to use a mana point, spend 1 mana point to increase by 1, so I assume that's the damage, and change the range to 5 spaces. Additionally, if the target fails their save, I can pull them towards me.
Great.
So, spell check against the target's PD. So that's me first.
Yeah.
That's physical defense. So, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22. So that is, for this creature, that is a brutal hit.
Nice.
So in DC20, if you beat the physical defense by 5, you add another damage. By another 5, you add another damage. If you crit, you add 2 damage.
Wow.
So this is considered a brutal, which is 2 lots of 5 above.
2.
So what did you say again? 20.
So it was 1 lightning. So it was 2 lightning damage already that I'm doing.
Yep.
So it'd be another 2 on top of that.
Yeah.
So that's 4. And then they need to make the target makes a physical save. So
Physical save.
Against your DC, which is...
Also, he's at disadvantage, right?
He blinded. He is disadvantage for checks that require sight. So he's probably all right. However, he rolled really low, so he fails.
So, just to double check for the rules, so it's against my DC, or do I roll with him and it's us versus each
It's
other?
not contested. It's against your DC save.
So I believe this is in DC20 called a dynamic save. So where there's an attack check and a save happening, and so different situations can happen where the hit can happen, but the save might be successful, or the save would be failed and the hit misses. So something still might happen where one thing doesn't, but you could also fail completely. But right now, you succeed in both of these things.
Amazing. Okay, so the lightning comes out of my talisman. It grabs them around the wrist, causing them like psychological pain. It gives them they're children. So it's monsters do exist under your bed, and it's just really nasty things.
Cool.
It's not that nasty, and it pulls them into me and right next to me. That's 1 action point. I've still got 2 action points. Wow.
Yeah.
Your lightning, wraps around it, pulls it in. There doesn't seem to be any facial change. These indentations are fairly expressionless and unmoving. However, your lightning kind of cooks a little bit of the white of the egg.
Oh, great. Did they have metal on them?
No, these are creatures just made of rock and stone and earth.
And also, it's because it was a failed save. The target can no longer spend AP until the start of its next turn.
Great.
So I assume that means.
So right now it wouldn't be do a reaction and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, and I've got 2 left, so I'm just gonna whip out my very beautiful sword, longsword that is it got my name engraved, and it is my packed weapon. Because I don't know if anyone's worked out yet, but I'm a freaking warlock. So I've got this packed weapon, and I take it out, and it shines, and I'm just going to kind of hack at it.
Great.
So I'm going to hack at its shoulder, dig in there. And that is an attack. I'm going to give myself advantage on it. So
Cool, yeah.
with that, I use 1 action point for the attack check, and then I use a second one to give myself advantage.
Great.
And because this attack check is a different type of attack from the spell, you don't get disadvantage on it. Because like if you're making an attack against a creature over and over again, you get disadvantage the more times you do it.
Yeah.
You can get like triple disadvantage.
Yeah, you can go mad.
But not right now.
And I'm going to use both my hands.
In fact, you have advantage on this because you threw an egg in his face.
Oh, yeah.
He's technically exposed right now.
He's exposed.
So I have double advantage.
If you still want to spend that action point,
I
you can
roll 3d20s.
You can roll 3d20s.
I'm also going to use, so it's a versatile weapon, so I'm going to use both my hands to make it more damage. So I'll be like, "Rah!" and chop into its.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Great. Oh my days. 21.
Bang! You just like slice into it, and it just crumbles immediately. It's
just murder.
Yeah. And it crumbles onto the floor, and now the kind of that yolk just kind of like it's formed like a weird little muddy bowl, and that yolk is just kind of
2 children in the space of this.
2 children.
The egg as well. I was like, oh god, this is awful, guys. I don't think we're the good guys.
Maybe not.
And to be clear, these things are children's size, not
Actual children.
Oh, okay.
These are mud creatures.
yeah.
But
Fantastic.
you thought it was a child when you killed it. You still did it.
You are a bad
And there's
guy.
part of me that was a bit like, oh god. Okay,
and that is all your action points, right?
that is me.
And so now at the end of your turn, you get all those action points back. So technically, if you want to do something not on your turn, before your next turn, you can use those.
So I get them back now. Yeah, great.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, next up in the initiative, it is their turn. So this is the one that was going to go first. Oh, God, I'm going to lean. So this one uses an action point to move up to you, Whimsy. And it only moves 1, so it can't do its little feature here I have prepared for it. So instead, it's just going to spend another action point to slam you. It just comes at you and tries to kind of slam you in the knees. Does a 17 beat your personal defense?
Physical defense.
Physical defense. Personal defense.
Yeah,
Your personal
that was
defense.
like my personal defense. What's it saying? It does beat it. Yeah.
By how much?
It's a normal hit.
It's a normal hit.
It's not. You haven't hit the threshold of heavy or brutal yet.
Nice. Okay, so you just take 1 damage.
No.
And it goes to slam you again, but this time it's disadvantage because it's trying to attack you twice. And that is 14 to hit. No, sorry, disadvantage. I did the lower of the rolls, so that's a 7 to hit.
It does not hit me.
Whiffs. So whiffs past you.
Whiffs.
Whiffs against
say
Whimsy.
whim? Oh, that was a very niche joke.
This and interesting. That was 3 actions from that creature. Does not have another action. Some creatures only have a certain amount of action points.
Oh, these guys are rubbish. They're all gonna die.
But then one of these clods of earth with legs just suddenly scuttles towards you. All of these things are soundless. They're not making any. It seems like they don't have any vocal cords or anything. Like they're just kind of you just hear like stone and rock grinding on each other, like a giraffe.
Giraffe don't have vocal cords.
Are you? Is that a fact?
Yeah.
That's not a fact.
No,
Is
they
that
make
fact?
sounds though.
That's not what this show's about.
They
I don't know about
That
giraffes.
changes the giraffe encounter I had prepared.
Actually, they make a sound when they're dying. They go. Wah,
That's one of my favourite animals.
There's one of your
Giraffes.
favourite animals. Has that changed your opinion on giraffes?
That makes them even better.
They just shut the fuck up.
They're just so silent.
In an animal.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Really silent animal. Great.
This little clod of earth just runs up to you and starts climbing up your leg and just kind of scurrying all around you. This is like horrible thing. So it is just given the help die to its ally.
Help die. Do you want to explain that? Help die.
The help die is you can help an ally or not an ally, I guess, to achieve something, and you can spend an action point to do that. And help die is a D8 that they can add to their check, hopefully increasing the chance of them getting a heavy or a brutal hit. But if you keep trying to do the help, if you keep doing the help action on the same turn, I believe, then that D8 becomes a D6 and then a D4. So to make sure you don't just like massively buff something up, keep helping.
Yeah.
You're too helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, and that is their turn. So next up is Pyra. You see one just kind of crumble at the foot of your friend here, and another thing just like scrambling around him.
Oh yeah, he's right. I'm going to move towards, sort of both of them.
The closest
Can
one?
I move to the diagonally, sort of next to Whimsley and. Yeah. Right. So that's one moved. Great. Then I'd like to expose the one on the. I'd like to expose myself.
So this is a maneuver you can do as a fighter.
I can expose them as a fighter, not myself. So I'm going to expose the clod. Should I expose the clod?
Expose the
I'm going
clod.
to expose
Make it feel bad about itself.
the clod, which means that it gets.
It'll have the next attack against it will have an advantage.
Right. Great. So
is this an attack you've got to make? Is it got to be like you got to hit it to expose it, or?
yes, no. That's a save. Is that bad? I can't do that.
It's a
Maneuver you add to your
save
attack?
maneuver.
Okay, so it's not when you add to the
save against your.
Sure.
Okay, so this is just you trying to like
Oh, I'm trying to expose it.
hold it down, flip it down. Yeah, okay, cool.
You're getting exposed, mate. That's how. And then let's hope that works.
So confused. It has to.
Does an 8 beat your thing?
No.
14 is
No.
save DC.
So no, so that it's exposed. So yeah, you kind of like scrambling around your Whimsley, and you kind of use your sword to like just pin it still for a bit, and its legs just flailing about. It's now
Nice.
less mobile,
Excellent.
ready to be hit.
Less mobile. Great. So then I'm going to. Ooh. I can actually. Right. He's pinned. Right. The one next to it. I can do a sweep attack now.
Oh, okay.
And I can, so the target, that's exposed. So I can choose an additional target within one space of the original target. Within my attack, make one attack check against all the targets. The original target takes my weapon damage, and each additional target takes 1 damage.
Nice.
Yep.
Does that make sense to you?
That makes sense.
Good. Right. So I'll roll for that?
Yeah,
my sweep attack?
so you attacking the exposed one at advantage, or are you attacking the other one normally?
I'll attack the exposed clod.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Nice.
hope to sweep the other one
Great.
too.
Nice.
Right?
Make an attack.
I'm swinging my longsword. That's a natural 20.
Oh, critical hit. Okay, so the base damage. So the base damage of your weapon is what, 2?
Yeah.
2, and you beat their physical defense by a lot. I mean, that's a lot. That's heavy, brutal. And then the 2 from your.
So it's +2 for a critical, and then plus another 2 for a brutal hit, making it a total of 6, I think.
Yes.
Critical's only +1.
+2. +2, yeah.
Right.
So you succeed, and you pin it down, you whip it across Whimsley's shoulder, and it just explodes.
Wow.
And your sword keeps going and cuts into that one. Does that take an extra damage,
So
or
I think
just
that's
takes one?
another attack.
Just takes one.
It says make one attack check against all targets. Does that mean one on each target, or one attack and that's all?
I think that has to be each.
One.
So if it failed to beat the other physical defense, so they might have different physical
so
defense.
you make one attack and then hits each. So yeah, it would just be 1 damage.
Just even though we critted. Oh, let's make it 2.
on, it's
I'm
just
making it a 2. Sorry, Dungeon Coach. That was a big hit. Fantastic. So yeah, this thing explodes. And the other one takes 2 damage as you chop into it. It kind of like thuds into this earth-like thing. You pull it out, a load of earth crumbles off it.
Oh, yeah, like mud comes out of its. Yeah. Like seepy mud.
Yeah.
Mud.
Yeah.
Mud blood. Oh, Harry Potter.
Reference.
Cool. Still got action points there to use?
Yeah.
Did you use action points, or did you use your stamina point?
No, I just used my action point.
So your
but
first
was that
one was
or
your first one was to move. Second one was to expose. Then it would be a third one to do.
Oh, then my sweep. Yeah.
And you have 1 left.
I've got 1 left.
And bear in mind your movement. You have a speed of 5. Is that right? I believe.
Yeah.
So you've moved one space, but you've still technically got 4 more spaces you can move.
Can move if I want.
If you wanted to.
But that guy's right there, so maybe I just finish him off.
Yeah. If you hit
But
again,
if I attack
it would be a
again,
disadvantage. Oh wait. The maneuver has to come as part of an attack roll. So actually, you did use 2 there. The first action point was to do an attack.
Yes.
The second action point was to add your maneuver.
That makes
to
sense.
it.
That makes sense.
so I've used
You
them
did
all.
use
Yes.
all 4. You did use all 4.
Done.
Better
was a good
balance.
attempt,
Game
though.
balance.
Absolutely
Makes
smashed
Game
it.
I
balance.
used all my.
Lovely big hit.
Am I, like,
Fantastic.
covered in mud now, or whatever that
Yeah,
was?
it's
Am I
pretty
covered in
dirty.
goo?
Yeah, it's not like too wet. It's just quite dry and rocky and whatever. But apart from the one at your foot, there's like a little puddle of yolk, puddle of egg. Great. Pyra's turn's finished there, and your action points come back at the end of your turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because there's so many of them, when do the rest of them move? After we've done alternating, do they all move at the end of the round? The ones that haven't been alternating with us? Do you know what I mean?
Say again.
So, because they outnumber us, do the ones that are left over go at the end of the round?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what's happening right now. So there's the back and forth. If you've got different amounts of people on each side, it's up to the GM to space them out however they see fit.
I see.
So at the moment, I've put one of basically grouped a little earth golem and a pet together. So you're fighting 2 at a time. So there's going like one of you, 2 of those, one of you, 2 of those.
Nice, nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
But you've just taken out the first 2 in the initiative. Great. No, the other one was still alive. Oh no. Oh god, that's complicated things. There we go. Yeah, cool. Awesome. So next up, this pet spends an action point to move into position.
Oh.
And this one's just gonna. I mean, the main thing is helping their companions, but it's dead. So instead, it's just gonna bonk you.
Bonk me.
Yeah, I've written down that's its attack. It's going to bonk you.
How dare it? Didn't even take me out.
That is 15 to hit.
Can I put my shield up?
Oh!
Is it too late?
No.
You absolutely can do that, yeah.
Well, read how does your raise shield maneuver work?
I
Reaction.
can raise my shield. I can spend my action point, and I can raise my shield and reduce the target damage by 2.
Hey,
Fantastic.
Great.
I guess you have to.
It's a great reaction maneuver. 1/8.
Yeah.
So 15 only doesn't do heavy or brutal or anything?
No.
So that would have been 1 damage, but instead, as it launches itself, it kind of springs itself towards your chest quite violently, like a little rocket of earth. Suddenly, the shield appears in front of you, and boom, no effect, and it bounces off.
You look
wow.
so good when you do it.
It lands on its back, and then its legs kind of flip round, and then it's standing up again.
Oh.
Like, give you
Thank
one
you.
of my winks again.
Oh. I'm like, and what I've learned, I'm like, I do a side smile as well.
So just behind the shield, that's what's happening. During that, that's bouncing off it, and we're doing that to each other. We're just gurning. Great.
Happy, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
You guys are so good at this, there's not a lot left to do. Happy wakes up.
That's great.
Oh. And then he moves forward.
Speed of 4, is it?
Speed of 4. So diagonally and then forward to get, I think, just along the line of them like that, yeah. No, back one. There. So he's got 2 of them in a line in front of him, and he's going to cast Crackling Lightning.
Oh.
So that was 1 AP to move. Then he cast Crackling Lightning.
He has just woken up, to be fair.
He has just woken up. Oh, my. I'll create a line of lightning. So he makes a spell check against every target's physical defense within the spell's area. This is in a line, so he gets both of them. And on a hit, they take 2 lightning damage.
Alrighty.
Right. So the first one is a 16.
Cool, that definitely hits both of them. Oh, sorry, that one?
One for
yeah.
each. And the second one is a 15.
In fact, there's a heavy hit on the first one and a heavy hit on the second one.
And the heavy hit means +1 damage?
Plus an extra damage, yes.
So they each take 3 lightning damage.
Nice.
Wow.
And I know I probably would have given them lightning resistance because they're made of earth, but No. But not today. Not today. These ones have been made badly.
I'm fine with that. Because, well, it's got one more action point. So he's also got a warhammer, by the way. Carries a big heavy warhammer. And so he just hoists it very slowly above his head. He's still slow and goes, and brings it down on the head of the one nearest to him.
Great. Go for it.
And his thing to hit, which I'm going to find in a second, is +4. So that's another 15.
Another heavy hit.
Great.
And I can do it two-handed, I think.
Yeah, you have minor actions where you can do kind of simple things.
I have to have one hand free to cast a spell.
Yeah.
But then it's free action to do that.
Yeah, free or one of the minors. Either way, you can do it.
Yeah.
But yes, your crackling lightning flies out your tortoise hand. This one explodes behind.
Yeah.
And the other one's still going, just kind of looks up at you as your hammer goes brought down on its head, and another explosion of earth and dirt. I should have made these guys healthier.
Excellent.
It's going to be the shortest fight I've ever done.
Question, do I get my...
So you use that as a reaction, so it's gone until your next... So we will only have 3 actions on your next turn.
Right.
That's kind of the cost of doing a reaction.
Yeah. It's where you decide tactically how to, if you save your action points, if you use them tactically. Okay. But you saved your friend from getting hurt, so it's probably good. I mean, I've got to hurt one of you. Come on.
Yeah, that was nice. Thanks.
Really
Yeah, good idea.
All right, now it's these two at the back. And this one spends 1 action point to move up to Happy. And this one jumps on you, starts scrambling around you to give a help die to this thing, who moves...
I think he kind of likes it.
3 spaces. And
You're tickling him.
now I can use this. This one starts running towards you. And then just kind of seems to trip. And then rolls at your legs as it attempts to bowl you over. Because it moved at least 2 spaces towards you, it gets to spend 2 of its 3 AP. So this is all it can do. So this is an attack, and you've got to make a physical save. Or you're going to be knocked prone. And because of the help action from this little clod of earth, it's... Get to add a D8. Oh, that's a good one. So it's 23 to hit.
So is this contested?
So this is dynamic save. So there's a roll to see if it does any damage to you, and there's a save to see if there's an effect that takes place.
Okay.
So it might be a case where damage happens but no effect, or effect happens but no damage.
Okay, so that hits because my physical defense is 13. So
that hits.
That's actually 23 is a brutal
hit.
Me.
So you take 3 damage.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
And then
balls into your legs.
But I do pass the save because I got a 23 to save.
Oh yeah, well the save's 24. No, I'm kidding. So that's plenty. So yeah, it bounces off you. You're sturdy, but it's like getting 2 dead legs
at
at the same time.
What? I use a reaction. To cast returning shock. So he smashes into me. And I fire out a bolt of lightning just from my body, so I can electrocute creatures that damage me. If I'm damaged by a creature within range, I can, as a reaction, make a spell check against their physical defense.
Great. And does that cost mana or action? It
costs me 1 action point and 1 mana.
Right.
Nice.
And actually, I can spend... No, I'm not allowed to spend any more mana because I have a mana limit.
Yes, at level 1, you're only allowed to spend, 1 mana point or 1 stamina point unless your class says otherwise.
Yeah. So I'm limited to that. But it's a spell check against their physical defense. That's a natural 1.
A natural 1 attack on a... this
it's a spell check. So it will be... It fails and misses.
Fails and misses.
I am a sorcerer, and I'm essentially a wild magic sorcerer.
Okay.
Unstable magic.
So what does that mean?
Well... Lots happening.
Fantastic. Don't you read it? Let me see it so I can surprise you.
You've got us in a right pickle.
Yeah, sorry. So he hits me. I'm panicked by this thing that's just bowled into me, and I just go, Rah! And in a panic, wild magic is set off. Lightning fires up into the air, completely missing him. And what happens?
So So, there is a wild magic table that we're going to roll on. In fact, do you want to roll it? You can roll it. Yeah. Just roll a d20 for me, please.
So it says here, when I critically succeed or critically fail on a spell check, I roll on the wild magic table. So every natural 20 and every natural 1.
Wow.
Good to know.
If it's a critical success, so if I rolled a natural 20 on a spell check, I roll with advantage. If it's a natural failure, which has just happened, I roll with disadvantage.
Oh, interesting.
So I roll twice and pick the lower number.
Okay.
Because on the wild magic table, it's a 1 to 20 table. The high numbers are good, the low numbers are bad.
Right, okay.
Depending on your situation, I guess.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 3.
Why is no one using my dice trays?
I'm using
3.
it, don't worry. Thank you, Gregler.
Thank you. So yes, this thing just bowls into your legs. You plant your feet in the ground so you don't fall over. Bang, it hurts you. Oh! It hurts. And then this...
Don't do my voice for me. I don't say that.
You've been cut, mate. You've been cut. You say it doesn't hurt at all. And that surge of electricity kind of surges in from you, and you want to hit back, but it just tenses you up, and you are stunned.
Oh, no. For how long?
So stunned, I believe...
I mean, it just means I'm going to be... It's going to be pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah. I assume it lasts till the end of your next turn, at least. Yeah. So all wild magic stuff lasts to the end of your next turn, isn't it? Yeah.
I fail agility, might, physical saves, and I'm exposed. And I'm incapacitated.
So I don't believe you can use any actions. You basically you're stunned.
Concentrate or spend action points. I'm stunned.
That's what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
End of my next turn. Is that what it is?
I believe so.
How long it lasts.
I think the wild magic table says. I think it says something like this effect. Because if you got the really good one, then it makes sense that it only lasts one turn.
Right.
So you see your friend just pulled into this burst of electricity, and he is
frozen in place.
Freezes.
Yeah. You don't know why. Is it the magic? Is it because this is the first bit of combat you guys have seen for quite a bit? But yes. So anyway, that's that guy's turn.
Ow.
That's both their turn. So we are now back up to the top of initiative. So Whimsley.
Great.
So
one of them is on the back of Happy.
Yeah, I mean, mechanically it's actually adjacent, but that's how I'm flavouring the help action. It's kind of like annoying you, exposing you, kind of,
Right, I'm going to go for the annoying one. So I'm going to step in, using one action point to step in. I think I'm just going to use my... I'm going to charge in, and on the first one that I meet, I'm going to knock back. So a warlock has some access through their packed weapons to maneuvers, which most spellcasters can't do, but I think a warlock can. So one of my save maneuvers that I can do is I can use another action point as a knockback. So I'm going to literally run up to try and help him knock the other one away, but I'm also going to use 2. Oh, this is one hell of a go. just to push someone seems like what a waste of a go.
Push him. Better be a good push. Push him.
Oh, screw it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use all my action points to run in. I'm gonna knock him back, but can I also try and trip him? So it'd be like a knockback and a trip.
Cool. So will this be no damage? This will be like just. Effect. Yeah.
So basically, the first one would be to knock it back, and the idea is that I also use 2 action points to the target falls prone. Can I combine them? So the idea is that I'm kind of like running in, I'm knocking them back, and they fall prone. So they're 2 different save maneuvers.
Oh, I see.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So one's trip, and one is knockback. So I'm using them both.
Okay.
But do you get an
You're only allowed
advantage
to use one maneuver in a turn.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's one maneuver.
I'm not sure.
One maneuver per attack.
Per attack. Yes, per attack. Yeah, that's right.
Saves.
So you might have to do them separately.
Great.
You need to do an attack with one maneuver and then another.
It's not the
attack
same
with
thing,
another
basically,
maneuver.
though, right?
Oh, so you have to do a save, but it's a save maneuver. Does that make a difference?
Yeah. So maneuver. So I guess it makes sense because I guess later on as well, technically that means you could like stack one attack with all these different effects.
I see. I see. Okay, so I run over, I knock one back, and I knock the target is pushed away one space away.
So there's a physical save from them.
It's a save by Yeah, it's a save maneuver, so it must be.
Ooh, that's 18.
I just fall back, I guess. That's a strong child.
That's good. These things aren't very mighty, but it rolled very high.
Okay, great. In that case, I don't like that. So I grab my sword again and I'm like, no, you will be budged. And I'm going to just chop at its chest.
All right, make your
another attack.
So this is sorry, which one are you going for? Are you going for the clod of earth or the kind of more humanoid-sized one?
More humanoid-sized one next to me, yeah. The one that's not on the back.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, cool.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, the other one would have saved anyway as well, so same roll. Great.
Oh, great, okay, sorry, my bad. And then I'm also going to use, so I've got 1 action point left with this attack. I'm going to use my weapon maneuver, right? Which you gain a help die on the attack check each time you use this maneuver.
I'm so sorry, I was totally wrong. You can have multiple maneuvers in one attack.
Oh.
Yep.
There we go.
I think. There you go.
What do
we do now?
What do I do? I waste my turn.
We're learning.
Contemplating.
We're learning. This is going to be scrappy. You wait. 10 episodes and it's so slick.
So I'm going to use a weapon maneuver. My sword, 1 action point. My last one. You gain a help die on the attack check each time you use this maneuver. Again, before the end of your turn, your help die decreases by 1 step if I keep using it. There's also a style passive with this, which is that I get a +1 damage against creatures that I've attacked since the start of the last turn. So I'd get another +1 next time, I think.
Yes.
So I attack with a help die on the attack check. Right. Which is 6, right?
No, D8 is a help die.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Very good. Well done, everyone.
And I believe your weapon maneuver thing you can only use once per combat, I believe.
Once per combat?
I believe so, yeah. Oh. I could be wrong, but...
Oh, really? 14 plus 8. That's 22.
22.
But then I got a plus an attack check. My attack check as well, right?
I thought that was your attack check.
No. So 18, 19, 18, 26.
That's a brutal. Their physical defense is 10, so that is
okay.
That is brutal plus.
Okay, wow. So that's
So that's 3 on top, 3 damage on top of whatever your base damage is.
6. So it would be 6 altogether.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
How does this look?
How does it look?
Yeah.
So I push it, bounce back, go, fuck you! And I kind of like just get my sword and just chop back of it because I just felt very embarrassed by that. I don't want to help my friend who's like just...
he's still stunned.
Just kind of like, did so good, but then just fucked it at the end. So I just kind of want to help him. So I'm like, bounce, fuck you, chop at him.
Shell shock.
Oh, so annoyed I missed that. God.
Real shell shock.
Oh, very good.
And I think I go through him again, and I think he generally believes he is fighting children, so he's reacting a lot and going, oh my god, what have I done? Like again. So he just like his sword just completely goes from like shoulder blade, from clavicle to knee. It's a long.
That exact thing happens. It just for a second you think you've missed, but then it just slowly slides into 2 pieces.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sick in my mouth. Like, what have I done? What am I doing?
You see these like rocks and pebbles kind of fall out. Are they organs? No, they're not. Great. End of your actions there?
That's all me, but
alrighty. Next up, well, you both get to act before this little thing does. So Pyra.
Right, so I'm there now.
Yeah, so this little clod of earth is like
a little thing next to you.
No, I'm...
Oh, you're around the back.
Am I at the back?
Yeah, you are.
So I've got to move towards, haven't I?
Yeah.
Right, so that's a... And I can't use the...
So you've already spent 1 because of your action. So that's another action point to move. And then you got 2 left.
Okay. So... I'm going to heroic bash it.
Oh wow!
So that's my. So I guess that I have to do that to attack, right? Spend 1 to attack.
1 AP, and then you've got your stamina.
And then and then I use my 1 AP and my stamina point to heroic bash the thing that's left.
Great. I love this little clod of earth with legs. Clearly only got 1 hit point. Let's finish it. Great.
This is where I think I take my sword and I try to hurl it into the air, slam it down.
Fantastic.
Basically.
All right, so this is
pancake him.
Is this an attack?
It's an attack.
Dynamic thing again.
Okay, so you roll to hit,
cool. Yeah,
and then we see if this resists being thrown up in the air.
What do I?
+4.
15.
15. That is a heavy hit.
Wow.
And again, this the personal defense. Personal defense. Physical defense of this is low, and it failed to save. So how does this look as you jam your sword into this clod of earth?
Jam it into the clod of earth, and I go to pancakes. So I just whip it like that, and it flies into the air. And as it comes down, it lands like a skewer.
Oh, yes.
And I just take a bite out of it and spit it onto the floor.
Shish kebab.
I kebabbed it. I kebab skewered it. And then I bit it.
Yay!
And I spat it out.
Yeah. You got that horrible, like, grainy thing in your mouth.
And you wonder why you're single.
Yeah, and then I'm just heavy breathing and like...
Oh.
And Happy goes, look out!
We're just like, you, my friend, were useless. Useless.
Did I win? Did we win? Was it?
You did.
In some ways.
You did. You won. You did fantastic. Yeah.
Well done.
Now let's find the gold. Fuck. Okay, and I'm going to run in and see if I can find any of the stuff they've stolen.
Oh, okay, right. Yes.
Sorry. Do you mind?
No. That's great. No, I love this. Active. Fucking do things.
Get in.
Do things. Okay. Yes, you start. So well done. You succeeded in your first combat, and only took a little damage. I went easy.
I took the smallest amount of damage.
Okay, next time, bigger baddies. Great. Okay, so you start. So now we're surrounded by these kind of messes of dirt and rock and stone, now completely motionless and lifeless. You have a look through all this kind of detritus kind of strewn about, these baskets, these little sacks and stuff. Roll an investigation check.
Who, me?
You're the one who actively
wanted to move.
Yeah.
Sorry, I see.
That's good. That's what GM's like.
Man, oh man. That is a good old 5.
Good old 5. You look around and you find, just like a lot of, even with a 5, you can still tell that this is definitely from the village. This is there's no other answer.
Wait a minute. I've just figured something out.
What?
Those mud creatures are the ones that stole the stuff.
Yes. No, we know.
Yeah.
We know that. Yeah. We're way ahead of you. Yeah.
Slow and steady.
Yeah.
You won the race.
I win the race.
You did win the race. I've done
some. It wasn't you after all.
No, I was as surprised as you are.
I doubted you, friend. Hug it out.
Hug it out. No, but damn it. And I do. I kind of look around while holding this giant baby. I'm like, is there anything? Come here. It's okay. It's good. And so, but it was so low. I'm just going, grain, bit warm.
I will allow one more investigation check. Pyra, you're busy hugging.
You.
Yeah.
I shall investigate.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little sniff around.
Use your eyes. Don't use your nose.
Bad as well. That's 6.
6.
So we just can't find it.
But can't be this.
We were so skilled at killing them, and we're just like, what? It's all of that stuff they stole.
Waste your time.
I guess
was
they
the
didn't.
mission? Was it just to kill some kids? I think that's pretty much what they asked, right?
Maybe they didn't see anything. I can't see it anywhere.
So you're looking through this stuff. You can't find anything extra. However, the minimal amount you do, the obvious stuff you do see, is that this kind of clearing has been fairly well trodden. It's a bit dirtier around here. You gather that if not these creatures, something else have been using this area a bit more. The grass is kind of there's a lot more dirt, a lot more space for dirt and tufts of grass everywhere. And there's that dirt goes off into a kind of a path and disappears into these trees. Seems to be well trodden and used. This kind of like brush there. I mean, the clue's on the map. I drew it.
I see it.
Shall we follow this? Oh, I have not seen it. What are you looking at?
Well, you look so confused.
Well,
what is it? What did you
there's
see?
dirt.
Dirt?
Heading into those brushes.
Brushes?
Into the brushes.
Brushes?
Into the brushes.
Brushes.
What should we do with all these brushes, guys? We could sell these. People need to comb their hair.
They do.
I've
never
into
had
the brush.
hair.
We should.
You want to go into the brushes?
Well, I feel like we should investigate it.
Okay.
It's a trail. It's the only trail we've got. I didn't find any grain or anything else.
There's nothing here. There's nothing
Well,
here.
let's follow the grain.
And there was a lot of stuff stolen, but there's only a little evidence here.
Yeah.
This is not right. There must be more of those people.
I shall step forth into the brush.
We shall
Follow behind.
wait for you. See you in a few days. Cards. Let's gamble. Come on.
Okay, let's go. We go.
Yeah, let's go.
We go.
I follow Pyra.
Okay.
We follow, yeah.
So you move you follow this little path, and it's a lot thicker, this brush here. But if you're smaller, probably wouldn't be so hard to get through. But you move through it. It's only a few feet until you come to an opening, a well-hidden mouth of a cave.
Oh.
And it's only about 5 foot across, got a small opening, but you could easily squeeze. Even you with your big old shell, you could...
I can be cartwheeled in.
Yeah, you can be cartwheeled in.
Like moving a sofa. You could absolutely...
Yeah. Pivot. Yeah, there's this opening there.
Okay,
it seems to go deep.
guys. Let's go.
I say we go ahead. Can anyone see in the dark?
Oh, I actually do I've got dark vision up to 10 spaces.
Oh, it is. Well, maybe you should lead
So,
and just describe
look
everything you see that maybe someone's telling you, and you can tell us.
Right. We don't want to shout into it first, see if anything happens. No,
I
we
might
stealth
tell them
in.
that we're there.
Should we stealth in? Right, I'll stealth in and see if I can see anything up to 10 spaces.
Okay.
And I'm going to tie a rope around you, 50 hempen rope. I'm going to tie around you. I'm going to put you
50
in...
separate ropes.
50 hempen ropes.
50 small pieces of rope.
I'm going to let's spend some time tying them together. And
be here a while.
I'm going to tie rope around you at the front.
Yeah.
I'll go in the middle and put
I'll
you
go
at the
on the
back
end.
just in case I need to drag you when you fall asleep.
I'm predicting the weather. It's a power I have.
Actually?
Predict the weather.
Okay.
What is that actually a thing
I can
in the
naturally
game?
tell what the weather's going to be in the next hour in the area.
What is it? What is it going to be?
It's mild.
Is it, Greg?
I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's mild.
yeah.
Basically the weather that it is now for the next hour is pretty much the same.
Well, we're going to be in a cave anyway, so we don't...
Yeah, it doesn't really
But
matter.
that was really useful, thank you.
Yeah, you now know you're going to be missing out on that weather when you head in.
Yeah. That's very
You're
true.
welcome, team.
It's true, actually.
Always be wearing the right things or have umbrellas with us because
As long
you'll
as
be able to
it's not
predict it.
As long as it's not over an hour away. If it's going to rain in an hour and 5 minutes, he's got no idea.
Damn it.
Unless he checks every 5 minutes.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does know.
Always knows.
Oh, great.
Great. So holding onto the rope, I'm like,
Okay.
Pyra, be careful, okay? But we're right behind you.
Okay. And you start moving in
Yeah.
to this cave. It is pitch black in there, apart from you.
Yeah.
Apart from for you, with your, you can see a little bit better in this. The air is stale and musty. You can just about make out the floors, walls, and ceiling are all uneven, and the passage continues deeper into the darkness. No, you said you were stealthing in, right?
Yeah, we're stealthing.
All
Well,
right.
I was stealthing.
All right.
With
We'll
these two
get this group. I want a stealth check.
I've changed our lights.
Oh, okay, great. A good red cave.
Stealth check for everyone.
Stealth check, yes. Let's make this a group stealth check.
I'm a natural 20.
Oh, very
Nice.
good.
I'm a natural 6.
Very good.
Very bad.
And do you have heavy armor?
No. Regular armor.
Regular armor.
So he's humming to himself. He can't help it.
Okay.
He's very underground.
Ooh. Oh, no. Ooh. 19.
19. Great. Okay, so you start moving in, and this goes...
So you two are very quiet.
Yeah.
But you're at the back.
Yeah.
Attached to us
dragging
humming.
Yeah, this is...
Humming, I
must
think he's
give-
retracted his leg, so he's being kind of bounced along, scraped along the floor.
Okay, that's just the only sound is just a little bit of... You two just quite quiet. But yeah, you move through very cautiously, very stealthy. You two just trusting that you're being led in the right direction. The passage continues and winds for quite some time
Ooh.
Time passes, a good 20 minutes or so go.
Wow.
But what you do see with your dark vision, seeing as you got it, actually, I want an awareness check from you, please.
Oh.
Do I use this number or this number?
Your awareness.
Yeah. 20.
20. Great. You're moving through, and there's a kind of a limit to your vision in this darkness still, but you can still make out shapes. And a way you can tell that you're still on the right path and it's worth continuing down this way is you see a few more of these figures, these earthy little kind of creatures.
No, not them again.
Immobile, lifeless, slumped on the floor, as if they're just like shaped clods of earth, making no move whatsoever. At one point you kind of accidentally kick one as you're moving through and it doesn't react at all. You can tell there is, with that awareness thing, there is no life or anything that would make these active. These are just shaped bits of earth.
Guys, there's immobile earth down here.
What? I can't hear you. You have to be louder.
Right. The earth, those things that we saw outside, they're in here, but they're all just lying there. They're not moving.
Strange. Okay.
Should we keep going?
Keep going. Just hopefully just don't
Should we pick one up and take it with us?
Well, like the egg.
Let's take one.
We must stop stealing living things. We must taking people hostage.
I don't know, but maybe it'll be useful. We just take one of the little clods. Can I pick it up?
Oh, these are all the kind of more humanoid size.
They're the
In fact, you go to pick one up and it just kind of crumbles.
Oh,
it's crumbled. Let's just keep going.
Crumbly. Let's keep going. Let's keep going down there.
Okay.
But maybe let's just keep slightly closer together, just in case one of us gets taken. Yeah, let the rope slack.
You continue on, and using that awareness check, you still you rolled earlier because it was so good. After about 15 minutes or more, you start hearing something echoing down the passageway. You hear some dead friends, dance, stupid dead friends. Not good enough. No, you're not ready. Need you to bash, need you to smash. Stupid dead friends. Stupid.
I don't know if he's saying dead or dirt, but both are pretty bad.
Both are bad. So
dirty dead friends.
Oh, dirty dead friends.
Oh,
is there any light at all? Can we see anything?
You guys can't see a thing.
Okay, what can you see? What can you see?
Who's making that noise?
Can I see him?
No, this is kind of echoing.
It's just an echo.
Down the chamber.
I can't see anything either, so this has been... I just see sort of immobile dirt people on the floor.
Okay.
I mean, if you progress, I'll say that you progress a bit further, and even you guys, you see finally a little kind of glimmer of light.
Okay.
A kind of dull, flickering light.
Yeah.
Kind of dancing off the walls of this cave ahead of you, like a good 50 feet or so ahead.
Ooh.
I see a light. So currently we're hidden, right? It has no idea that we're here.
Currently, yeah.
Should we sneak up on it?
We could just leave.
And actually, seeing as you've moved a bit closer, now everyone can make an awareness check if you want.
Should I do another one?
Yeah.
17.
8.
24.
20. Okay.
Hey, you're so on it, man.
So well.
Start moving forward, and you see this flickering light, and you get a bit closer, and now you see these shadows on the wall being cast. These figures, these humanoid figures kind of moving back and forth, kind of like the shadows being, the sizes being elongated and stretched as the light is casting the shadow on the wall, and they're just kind of moving around silently. All you can hear is this, no, stupid. And then you see one of the shadows, suddenly something long and sharp gets punched through and it's like, not good enough. And then you hear this scuttling away.
Okay.
I think I'm having an idea. What if we cover ourselves in dirt? And then we're dirt people. And then we walk around and they won't even know it is us. And then we get really close and then we can...
You know what? Often, I'm not the biggest fan of your ideas. But this time, I actually think you're onto something here. Because, obviously we don't want to be stabbed by this, whatever this angry sounding person is. But as long as we make sure we're good, we could be
dirt people.
the perfect dirt people they're looking for, and they will finally have a home.
Yeah. I'm mostly a rock anyway.
I love it.
Okay, I love it. And
I love it.
so can I, as a, I guess it would be like...
With your trade skill?
My trade skill, can I disguise them both? And maybe I disguise you two, you do it, and I'll keep outside watching in.
Are you still dressed as a nun?
I wasn't going to say anything. I didn't want to mention it.
Had you as a nun the whole time?
This whole time. So...
I know, I thought it was weird. I didn't want to say anything.
I didn't want to say anything either. I just let him do it.
Having a problem.
I think we need to encourage him a bit.
Yeah,
He's been
going through something about
Yeah, I think just let him be the nun for now, and then we'll,
Okay. Can you be a dirty nun? Can you and dirt be a dirty nun?
I think I should stay on the outside and stay in my nun outfit for reasons that would help us.
Of course.
But I'll stay on the outside and kind of observe in. So if suddenly anything happens, at least you have an outsider ready to pounce and help you. Does that make sense?
So we're taking our rope off.
Yeah.
Yes, probably. We should probably take the rope off.
And then just
de-rope.
Cover ourselves
and then
in
cover
dirt.
dirt. But I let me do it because I am the man of
You want to
disguises.
cover us in dirt?
Yes,
Okay.
let the nun do the dirt.
Just let him.
I'll assume you're talking quietly, don't I?
No, someone's got
Right. Okay, done.
So can I do that 2 checks on them?
Let's make that let's just make that a 1 check for all of you. That's just
Okay.
and you can use the dirt of these kind of things you found at the side.
Not a natural 20.
Nice. Okay.
20.
Cool.
Not a natural 20, it's 6.
It's 7.
All right. So you take some time and you get these clods of dirt from these little earthy men, and you start. You take your expert trade skills of just pasting all this dirt around them.
I feel like a snowman.
A snowman.
You're putting it on me.
Actually, I'm rolling you around in the mud, and you're slowly getting bigger and bigger as these mud monsters. Yeah.
We need to be able
Dirt ball.
we need to be able to get him out again.
Yes, I do. Well, yes. Okay. You look magnificent.
Thank you.
This takes some time, and all this time, those shadows are still kind of moving in the same way, but this time just silently. There's no voice. There's just those shadows kind of moving. You hear a little bit of like scuffing on the floor.
Oh. What's happened to the
Why
voice?
scuffing is really throwing me.
Scuffing, like,
I know what it is, but I feel like it's... What is that? I don't know why. I would never
But you
describe...
just said you do know what it is.
It is. Sorry, I was really sick. Sorry,
This conversation.
I didn't check.
Chris over the edge.
I didn't check if people had trigger words. I'm so sorry.
Scuffing is one.
Sorry.
Stop saying it.
Oh, God.
No, scuffing, it sounds like it's going to be like an insect or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why.
So you scuff your foot on the floor. It just kind of makes that kind of...
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking scuttling.
Oh,
Scuttling
yeah.
sounds more like an insect. I'm thinking that word.
Right.
Let's go and see what these things are now that we're dirt people.
But why is this whispering
Is it just
stopped?
us?
Why is his speaking stopped?
It's just you.
Sorry.
And I'm gonna slowly. So can I do like? It will just be like in general, stealthily kind of following them, hiding behind things.
Nun that no one
Secret
notices.
nun.
In the dark.
And just kind of waiting that if they need help, I can pop in. But it just gives
Okay.
us an
We're going
advantage.
in. Yeah.
It gives us the upper hand. I think
right.
having someone who's watching in. Do you know what I mean?
And we're sort of we're mimicking the movement of what we see the shadows doing on the wall.
Cool. Yeah, you... All right, I'm going to get you to roll before you go in and see what's... I'm going to make this an influence thing, and I'm going to give you advantage because you have been dirted up.
With big, good, dirty little children.
So so we rolled twice.
So you roll twice and take the higher.
Worse.
15.
15?
8.
8, okay. Okay, you move...
Sorry, everyone.
You move through. You move closer to the source of light, and the cave opens up into a larger chamber. It's lit by a solitary torch that's jammed between 2 rocks at the side. On the other side, you see another passage from where you are now that continues on into the darkness. But in the center of the room, there are 3 of these earthy humanoids, and they're dancing. Each one is wearing a different set of clothing. One has a helmet kind of lodged into where its head would be, just kind of buried in some of its body. One wears a very dirty now dress. It's a simple dress that's dirty.
Is it dirty?
It's dirty.
Is it a dress?
It's dirty. The dress is dirty. Not clean. Just one. No.
It's not like a dirty dress.
No, it's not a dirty dress. It's a dirty dress.
No,
It's a dirty dress.
It's a dirty.
Got low cut.
Yeah. One wears breeches, and it also has a sword plunged through its chest, just out the other side. And they're just silently dancing around, kind of every now and then, just kind of like bopping into each other, and just quite poor dancing.
We join the dance.
We join in the dance.
Yeah?
Bump into me, quick. We bump into them.
You do?
Yeah.
Great.
We're a dirt club.
This goes on for some time.
You've not planned for anything in this room, have you? Just us and these creatures.
They are not reacting to you at all.
Several
Where's
hours
the
past.
where's the voice gone?
Where he scuttled away. Did we hear scuttling? Is that what you said? We heard it.
What are you?
Oh!
A bigger dead friend. Yes. Too big. I didn't make you.
And you look up, and there's like a hole in the ceiling. Like there's like all these kind of little hollowed out bits in the cave walls, and you see this figure, this kind of pale green skin.
Sorry. I won't be able to go to date
kind of
with
long
you.
eared, like these nasty sharp teeth. This one kind of yellowish eye. This other eye just missing, and just kind of a bit of pus kind of coming down from it. Some tattered kind of blue clothing, and it's kind of on all fours, just kind of poking its head out of this this hole. As you see this little goblin with one eye. It goes,
No. Too big. Go away. Leave Grub Eye and dead friends.
Dada, don't be like that.
No.
Love me, Dada.
No, I hate you.
Dada.
Get out.
I only want to live.
No, we're not ready to smash you yet.
I'm shuffling towards him. Dada.
no, he's a good like 10 feet up.
Please, Dada.
No. Be gone.
And he casts a spell at you.
Spell duel.
Sure.
Can I?
Yeah. It's not in combat. I'm gonna maybe I'll tell you a spell duel. In combat, this can happen where spellcasters can react and try and just like counterspell in D&D, but 2 magical forces can clash together, and we'll see which one succeeds.
Do that.
So I will.
It's very exciting.
So what do you cast as this kind of like in his palm, like a kind of bubble of green, kind of slightly steaming energy appears, and he tries to fire an acid bolt at you.
I'm going to cast Gust to try and blow it back in his face.
Fantastic. Love that. Okay, so now it's you just got to try and beat whatever his attack check, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's +1 for each mana we spend on it, right? That's the way it works?
I believe so, yes.
Let me get at the rules for spell duel, just because it's the first time we've ever done it.
Yeah.
Let's make sure it makes sense.
And I will tell you, I don't know if I'm going to tell you right now, but sod it, he rolled high.
Okay. So it cost me 2 AP, but we're not in combat, so...
Yeah, I'm going to...
1 or more mana, but my mana limit is 1, so 1. So I get a +1, and it's a contested spell check. I got a natural 1.
Magic.
Wild
magic.
Oh no!
Bear with me.
Stunned yourself again.
You're just covered in mud.
You can just see me blinking, just being like, "Oh God, why? Why?"
Still dancing.
They're still dancing.
And your only backup is a nun. Just waiting there like...
But
what's he doing? What's he doing? I wonder what he's doing.
I just see you out the corner of my eye doing that.
Just holding my cross.
Why am I with these two?
Okay.
But so first of all, as this kind of you see it appearing, and you know instinctively like, this is going to come flying at me in a second. You cast your gust, and it kind of meets it in midair, but it's just a bit too late as it pushes past, and you get hit with this acid bolt, and you take. I don't roll damage. You take 2 corrosion damage.
Do I not get any kind of save against it or anything?
No, this just needs to hit you.
Oh, it was a roll to hit.
Yeah.
How much did he roll?
This is a 16 to hit.
Very good. 2.
Not a heavy hit.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So it burns into you, and again you go, you can't stop that. This kind of instinctual magic energy surging through you, and I rolled much higher.
Oh,
is this person quite powerful?
And your blood surges, and you feel empowered and regain a number of rest points equal to your prime modifier and having fun.
Is this the wild magic?
Yes.
It should be with a disadvantage.
With a disadvantage. Oh, you roll. I beg your pardon. You roll.
Don't you worry, boys. My maximum AP action points is decreased by 1, and I lose 1 action point.
For how long?
For 1 turn.
End of my
so
next turn.
they'll be fine.
So you don't have an action point.
So, I assume we're now in combat.
No, actually.
No.
He does that, and he goes,
Oh.
And then he's not ready. Big friend. Just disappears into this hole.
Okay.
Big friend.
He didn't like me.
He didn't like you at all.
Oh, Dad. He rejected me again.
You don't need to call him Dad anymore. It's all right. It's just me and you.
My dirt daddy.
Right. Fine. Well,
Let's find. We have to find Dirt Mama. Dirt Mama.
Dirt Mother.
I slowly come out the shadows,
Holy mother.
dressed as a nun.
Dirt Mama. Dirt Dada has run away.
Okay, fine.
What do we want to do about him? What the Dirt Dada?
We will deal with this later, darling. For now,
It's all right. We'll get you some counselling at some point.
should we scuttle? I look over to these monsters that are
They are
still dancing. And I'm going to be like, "Excuse me, sir."
No reaction.
Okay.
I pull out the sword.
It lurches, falls to the floor for a second, stands back up, carries on dancing.
Is it a good sword?
It's very simple. It's a simple short sword.
Balls.
Can we investigate whether there's any more of the stolen stuff in here?
Roll a awareness. Awareness.
Oh, awareness. You've done me well before.
It's a low DC.
13, 18. My stomach's rumbling.
18. That sword, that helmet, that dress, all of this stuff.
That's the stolen stuff.
Probably some of the stolen stuff.
Boys, that's the stolen stuff.
That's the stolen stuff?
That's the stolen stuff that he's stuck in their torsos and things. I don't know why.
He stole the stuff to add it to the dirt to try and make people. You put a helmet on and bits and pieces and add some grain.
He's sick. He's dressing them and bringing them to life like his
feeding them grain.
Little puppet. Right, so I try and take the helmet off one of them to see if they then become lifeless.
You take it off him. It lurches, again, kind of spins on the spot for a second as it regains its balance, carries on dancing. Doesn't seem to have any reaction to...
And I put the helmet on. And think
you turn into another.
You turn into
it. Looks good.
Is there any way we could follow this?
There's that other passage because you came into this passage, this more open area, and there was another passage on the other side that continues deeper.
Right, you know what? I don't think this thing was threatening. I'm sorry. I've met many a beast in my time. I've been on many a different adventure, and this thing it's just an idiot. It doesn't seem threatening at all.
No, it just wants
to did that silly little spell, and you just messed up the spell, Jewel. I'm sorry. I'm going. Follow me. And I guess I walk into the cave, having not been able to see, and just like feeling going, trust me, it's this way.
I can be useful. I cast.
Stun on himself.
I cast lightning bolt, but
as lightning orb. So lightning bolt you can choose to cast rather than using it as an attacking spell. It can just be lightning orb. Crackling lightning appears between my hands.
Oh wow!
And the electric energy can remain for 10 minutes. It doesn't harm anyone or anything. It sheds bright light in a 10-space radius.
Fantastic.
Right, so you're sending that down the tunnel.
Great.
Got it in my hands, and then I just
great. And with that, it only illuminates the passage, and you see it kind of continues on around the corner, and with your passive awareness now, which I assume is high enough, you move down this passageway a bit, leaving these dancing entities, and you just hear this kind of scuffing. No, this clanging, and this kind of as if like heavy objects are being moved around, and you're like, yeah, get ready. Yes, security. And then that voice disappears, and you turn the corner.
I think security to stop us, maybe.
The cave opens up into another large chamber. In here, it is cluttered. You see boxes, crates, kind of wooden planks kind of shoved around, ropes kind of tangled in webs all across the chamber. And you also see two of these kind of earthy figures, much smaller, no legs, just torsos, up on these kind of like shelves of rock above, just holding, one holds like a crate filled with some rocks. Another one just holds a rock, and they're unmoving. And you also see various weapons kind of hanging on ropes and stuff. This is a cobbled together trap room. Yeah, just like you see all these things, and you can tell that if you pull them one rope, everything would come. It's like it's like this whole very convoluted trap room. Kind of like you don't know which rope you would affect what.
Okay.
You know, moving through here, if you make the wrong step, it could all clumsily come crashing down on you and hurt.
So it's like across the floor too. Are we like?
It's across the floor. There's like this is kind of a mismatch of
Step
like
on one
stuff.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, you don't know.
Great.
This is another skill challenge. I'm not going to make this just a generic trap disarming thing. How do you choose to attempt to move through this room?
Okay.
Everyone on the turtle?
Everyone on the turtle. I'm going to do, because then it's an athletics check for me. Everyone on my back and plod forward.
Have you got good athletics?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm on my back. Tortoise car, I will just plod through.
So you're just going to steamroll through?
Yeah, using my athletics.
Okay. And what do you guys do?
Well, we're just sitting on the back.
You can just fend off the stuff that comes out.
Yeah.
We accept we're not going to dexterously get through here. We just defend ourselves. I'll just resist with my shell.
Love it. Well, what do you guys? Yeah.
Well, my acrobatics is good, so I could be on its shell, sort of somersaulting over the bits that get in my way.
Oh yeah, you could do
an hour way
gymnastic kicks and stuff.
I'm quite good at acrobatics as well. So yeah,
maybe we
do like a perfectly choreographed.
We're double teaming. We're like dual. Like the people that you see on the trapeze together.
Exactly.
And we're sort of on his back,
around using the rope.
We're dodging all the upstairs ropes.
Upstairs
you're
ropes.
Smashing through the bottom ones. I'm using my athletic strength to just like my shell is resisting anything that hits me.
Yeah.
Just take
Wonderful.
any hits.
And we're dodging with our acrobatics. Anything else?
Great. I just want to double check about the skill challenge thing about two people using the same skill.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
I think I'm right, but I could be wrong. Yeah, if you're doing the same thing, I'm pretty sure I can't find it right now, but I'm pretty sure you get disadvantage on that check. Mm-hmm. It just enforces kind of like thinking outside the box, a bit more different.
If we're standing in the entrance of this room, that's kind of obviously got this like pulley system or whatever it is that it will collapse. If we're on the edge, if we were to just like pull it and stand at the edge, would it just not collapse in front of us?
You attempt that and nothing happens.
Oh, I did attempt that and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Can I just double check? I've got a discerning sight.
Oh, what does that do?
Discerning sight. You have an advantage on checks and saves made to discern through visual illusions.
Oh, roll with advantage.
Natural 20, bro.
Nice. This ain't an illusion. This is real. You can tell with that. You're like, this is real. The way the shadows are cast, the way like if this is an illusion, it is perfect.
This is very real.
Yeah. And you can tell. You can see with that. I'll say you can see little like the Sturdy Packs logo on some of the crates and stuff. And this is all just kind of cobbled together stuff that's been stolen.
Okay.
Who is this mad monster? Like what is it doing?
And the reason that it didn't do anything when you pull on that nearest rope is because you just can't tell what's attached to what. You don't know which things are actually going to affect anything. And I want you to do a skill check to see if this happens.
Wait, so if you do the acrobatics...
I think you're probably the person who should be doing the acrobatics.
Well, I don't know. What if I use my battle tactics to try and see...
It's a great idea.
Something like I'm trying to discern through, my years of knowledge of battle tactics what something he might have tied to what to get us a path through, or is that no?
I'm going to say that doesn't quite make sense for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is my battle tactics for?
What are you
just to plot us a good way through.
Actually, no. Sorry, I'll allow it. You've seen combat where people have set up kind of defenses and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of settlements that have like defenses up and traps and what. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Yeah.
All right then. So I can sort of see a couple of those things and steer. So I can kind of like steer him.
Yeah.
Right, with my battle, knowing the battle tactics.
Great. Okay. And you're doing what?
Because I've got mud covering my face.
I mean, yeah.
Because what would a nun do?
Acrobatics.
Well, no, you can do the acrobatics.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that goes, I just wonder if this is a trap. I have very high trickery, so I could try and disarm this trap somehow, but I just need to do a different check.
Okay, no. Let's go with that. Let's see what picture we've just painted.
Okay.
All right, so with you just strongly just moving through, pulling on ropes, pushing things, whatever happens. You just kind of keeping an eye out, see if you can like grab something and make it kind of stop, avoid some things.
Or steer out of the way.
And you kind of doing the same, I guess. Yeah. But let's see what the rolls do.
Okay.
All right. So roll your things.
15.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
16.
16. That is 3 successes.
Hey!
That is 3 successes. Great. So this is what happens. So you just pull through, you just barge through, pulling on ropes. Ropes just start kind of being pulled by you, and you immediately hear this things snapping and things swinging down. You just at one point just like pull back a little bit, so this big mace just swings ahead in front of you, and it swings ahead of you
like a hawk.
just before it starts swinging back because you're moving through, which would hit you. You just see a rope and you go cut it, and it falls down. You just know where the tension points are, and you just slowly push your way through this area.
Excellent.
And you get to the other side, and those earth golems up there, they just kind of throw things down at you as you pass. Miss.
I saw that coming. Saw you holding those rocks, mate.
And you get to the other side, and we just see behind you everything just crumple in on itself like a hoarder who's just opened the door that's packed. Everything just collapses, and there's a big puff of dust and debris. Excellent. And you all get through unscathed.
Excellent.
Maybe I should take my nurse. I'm not a nurse.
You're a nun.
Underneath my nun outfit, I'm also dressed as a nurse as well.
Whimsley, you're a nun.
I could take off my nun costume and leave it on, like almost like if it's been watching, it might think we've been killed, but we haven't.
Sure.
You don't like that idea?
I don't understand the idea.
Well, so because if it suddenly saw us, came back, it might.
This way it'll be like that nun got evaporated.
Maybe
only the costume.
I like the idea. I'm doing it. I take off the nun costume and I'm gonna put it underneath the thing.
Underneath
so
the rock.
It might look like they might look at it and be like, oh, I've dealt with the problem.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I vaporized the problem.
Great, you do that. Yeah. You kind of tuck it under. Great. Those other 2 earth golems just kind of seem unmoving. Now that they've dropped those rocks, they don't know what else to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And if you failed, you would have taken damage. If you had major success, something else would have happened.
What would a major success be?
You would have found some extra shit.
No, but what I mean is like, what is the measurement of that?
If you beat it by extra successes.
Okay.
Cool. And you push on.
Excellent.
Do you reignite your lightning orb?
Yeah.
Cool. You push on further north. And it's not long until you enter the final chamber of this cave.
Guys, it's just started raining.
It's good we're inside.
You enter a dimly lit cave room. A few little torches at the side lighting it up. The air thick with the scent of earth and stone. As you see all these piles of dirt, earth and stone. I've said those words a lot in this session. Kind of scattered about this kind of fairly large room. Very large room. Dominating the space is a huge, lifeless golem. Its massive form partially embedded in the ground and the ceiling. Its silent and unmoving posture is hunched, with no clear head or eyes, just a gargantuan, broad torso. Under one colossal fist, you see a skeleton that lies... What do you say?
Sorry, my stomach's rumbling so loud.
Oh,
and it's going to be on. It's going to be in this.
I thought you were laughing at colossal...
No. We're hungry.
Maybe start your speech again.
That's fine, we'll go there, yeah.
This is staying in. We're not editing this out.
No, this is it. I thought you were just laughing at like broad torso or something. I was That's fine. Anyway, that. You also see a colossal fist of this golem. Underneath, there's a skeleton that lies crushed. In the center of this room, sat atop some sort of stone altar, there is another figure of earth, rock, and stone. A hulking form, much larger than the smaller golems you've already encountered, but still dwarfed by this other figure in this room. And then you see a figure run from a little hollow hole in the wall of the side. This little one-eyed goblin run out. He's like, it sees you.
Wake up, best dirt friend. Beat them, bash them, crush them.
And he runs across. He brings something out of his cloak, and he breaks it in two. And he slams it into a tower of dirt that I'll explain better in a second, and then runs across the room. And another tower of dirt. A little totem of dirt, sorry. And then there's a rumble. And this hulking form turns to face you in an aggressive stance. Then a soft purple glow catches your attention. These two tall mounds that this goblin has shoved those items in, they start to gently pulse with an eerie purple light. We're in combat again.
Oh, good.
It's rumbling to life.
Yes. My stomach's just doing the sound effects.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everyone.
Great. We're going to roll for initiative. What are you doing in this situation? I probably should have asked you that first, so then we could have got something. What have you done? As you see him kind of, because like he did a few things in this moment, what do you do in that moment as you see this goblin running across? Anything else you want to do? Rather than, it can just be attack. It can be, I want to move somewhere else. I want to catch eyes of...
Yeah, I think
something.
Now I'm in a different costume. Maybe no, it doesn't make sense. No, I think I'm going to try and hide behind a rock or something.
Great.
Just so they can't see me.
All right. Yeah, you see this kind of natural stone pillar to the right, so you can do a hide check, stealth check, whatever that's called.
Great.
I'm just going to swing my warhammer around my head and try and scare them and go, roar.
Okay, intimidation, I believe that'll be, yeah.
I'm just going to start dancing again and hope it thinks that I'm a clod of dirt. No.
Influence, sure.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Because this goblin didn't believe your disguise, but it didn't actually react much to you.
You're just a rogue dancer.
I was part of the gang.
Just hired in.
So let's get so again, there's a DC 4 initiative. So one of these guys has got to beat it to see if they go first. Let's get your stealth check, your intimidation check, and your influence check.
Mine was 19.
19, nice. So you definitely beat the DC.
Very scary.
A natural 20.
Oh my god, you definitely beat it.
Nice.
21.
20. Oh, you all beat it.
Yeah.
Slowest.
Wow. So that's definitely going to be Pyra first. And then it was 21 over here, was it?
Indeed, you do.
So my 19 gets me nothing. I'm still at the bottom.
Still, yeah.
Still like 6 in running order.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is going to happen for the rest of the game now.
The rumbly tumbly.
Yeah.
Stop and get you some biscuits.
I mean, I do have some carrots, but, I don't want everyone to have to watch me eat them.
I think everyone sitting at home right now on YouTube wants to see you eat some carrots.
It's fine, don't worry.
Hungry and rumbling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Eat your carrot.
Okay.
Like a ridiculously loud amount of
I know.
rumbling.
Ridiculous.
So,
So hungry.
that's initiative DC beat.
Such a loud food to eat as well.
I will eat them.
No subtlety.
The microphone wouldn't pick up your rumbly tumbly.
Yeah, it's fine.
It might do.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
It will pick up the rumbling.
She's quite loud. She's quite loud. All right, well, maybe we'll add to the immersion of this rumbling dirt figure.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got one more battle map for you guys.
Ooh.
And... Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, and you enter. Hey.
Oh, it's like a giant fist.
It is.
Hey.
It's a big floppy knob is what it is.
That.
This one isn't my proudest draw. I was like, why have I
very proud.
Why have
It's a
I come
big,
up with this
proud knob.
huge, imposing figure when all I can draw is that?
Is that
Wow.
its big hand?
Yeah, it's like think of it in your mind's eye. Theatre of the mind is this huge, very terrifying looking, dormant humanoid figure. Yeah. It's kind of hunched over, huge colossal fists, kind of.
Great.
As you can see, it's very big.
Very big.
Yeah, very, very big.
Wow, that's amazing.
Goblin?
Oh,
Well
Goblin
done,
guy
Greg.
ran over here.
Goblin guy's there.
Uh-huh.
What are those diamondy things?
These are the kind of these kind of sculpted from earth and stuff again, and now the tops of them are just kind of pulsing with this eerie purple light as this large form in front of you rumbles and grinds together into life and turns to you. And this time there is a roar that comes from it, but it's a roar of stone grinding on stone. It's very eerie and goes through you. Right, but I'm going to place you guys. If you tell me if you're happy with these placements. Mm-hmm. But we're just going to put.
I was hidden behind a rock.
You were heading towards this rock. Happy? Are you happy with there? Happy?
I'm happy.
And,
Heavy.
And Pyra, where would you like to be? Around there? You can choose somewhere else. That's not over there, obviously.
Maybe just next to one of them in case someone attacks.
Alrighty.
You can pick.
Yeah, that's handy.
Okie doke. Alrighty. So, here we are. That gentle pulsing purple light. The goblins run across, and this form in front of you looks much tougher than the others. All right. So, first up in the initiative is Pyra. As you see, it is on. You've got to defend yourself.
Okay.
This one ain't dancing.
This one ain't dancing.
And
Actually, you don't have to defend yourself. You do whatever you want. Like you started this pretending you were one of them. Yeah. You can carry on with that, or you can do something else.
I might. Well, yeah, I might sort of dance past it, towards one of the stick things, and try and destroy the stick thing.
Yeah, do something with it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so you spend an action point to move?
Yeah, spend an action point to move to... I mean, can I make it to the one on the right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move up to it.
No, can I reach
that
the other one?
No.
1,
2, yes, you can.
Yeah.
But I'll go that one instead because I'm further away from the goblin.
Roll me an for free. This is free, not an action. But roll me an influence check.
18?
18.
Oh wait, no, sorry. 11.
11. Oh no. Excuse me. So this was to determine if this thing would ignore you or not. As you move in to range, it does use an action point to attack you, to try and slam you. Just go, this huge, hulking, earthy fist comes out to hit you.
Okay, I raise my shield.
Wonderful, because it rolled a... quite well. That is a 22 to hit. What is that? Is that a heavy? Is that a brutal?
Oh god, what is that? It's
Not to be
heavy.
rulesman.
No, please.
Get an opportunity to attack if it moves into your range.
This guy does.
Oh, he has a special.
Yeah, you can give monsters like special features and stuff.
I get you.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Oh, wow. 19 would be heavy, 24 would be brutal.
No,
And I put
this-
my shield up.
Great. So this is a heavy hit.
Yeah.
So you take 3 damage, but your shield
Stops it for 2.
so it only becomes 1.
Yeah.
And also worth mentioning, I believe
So
you've
1.
got a PDR, right?
PDR, physical
damage
defense reduction. Yeah.
Yes. Which, because it's a heavy hit, this does bypass.
1.
Yes.
I have a PDR of 1.
Yes, but because it's a heavy hit, we ignore that.
Sure.
But your reaction with your shield minuses it anyway. So great. I just realised I just remembered the PDR thing.
Nice.
That was-
So I do take 1.
You take 1 damage, as yes, you're dancing along, and then you say, oh, and you bring your shield up, and it smashes into that. And this one, as the other ones hit you before, it was like, you could take it. This one, ooh, you feel that reverberation up your arm.
Yeah.
This thing hits harder.
Ah.
All right, it's still your go.
Okay. Right, so I've used the...
You've used 2.
Those 2. So now, with my sword, I'm going to just try and, like, power attack / the totem stick thing.
Great.
So I attack.
So an action point, and you...
And then my power...
Using your stamina point or your
deals...
action point to make it the power thing?
You can, I think you can choose to use a stamina point instead.
I'll use the stamina point instead.
Yeah.
So that deals +1 damage with the attack.
All right. Roll to hit.
Can be this maneuver multiple times.
Can use.
Oh no. What is it?
It's a natural 1.
Oh no, as that huge stony
I thought it was gonna
fist
be an
slams into your shield, it knocks you off balance a bit, and you
And I go to
swipe for that totem, but you completely whiff it. You just were not expecting that. You thought your disguise was freaking good, because it seemed to be good earlier.
Yeah.
But you're just a bit... Yeah,
Oh, maybe all the mud got like shook off me when it hit my shield.
did, yes, that's great. It hit your shield and you just kind of just crumbles off you,
The mud just
revealing
came off,
you.
and I was like, no, I've been exposed.
And you are exposed because you rolled a natural 1. You become exposed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exposed.
You've been
So
exposed.
now for the rest,
The next attack on you has
I
advantage on you.
disadvantage.
No, they have
They have
advantage on you to hit you. So yeah, you are unfortunately not in a good position.
So do I have one more chance to do something?
I
Or
think
no?
you've still got another action point, so you could make another attack, but it would be at disadvantage. Or you can use your thing to do something else.
I guess I can just try and expose it back. Should I do that? I try and expose him.
Is that a
I
maneuver?
expose him.
I think you can
It's
only
a
do that as
save.
part of an attack.
No.
Oh no! So a save maneuver you can do just on its own.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be worth double checking. Hold, please.
Save maneuvers before making a martial attack. You have to. Yeah, it's part of.
Yes, it's part of it.
Alright, so I can't
you're using
expose
your
him.
kind of skills with the blade and your weapons and your shield and stuff to make these force your opponents into these situations.
You know, you can do there are other actions you can take other than attacking, like you can grapple, you can feint. Is one like try and lure them into making a mistake? Is that like the...
Yeah. You roll with.
If I grapple, do I not have to spend one to grapple and then spend one to do the actual grapple thing?
Well, there's lots of other stuff that you can do with grappling. So not just grapple maneuvers. Grapple is a thing in itself. So if you
That's right.
grapple, it would be like you just trying to grab the thing, and if you do so, you restrain it. So on its turn, it's restrained. Which
Not sure if you can grapple a larger creature.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And the feint thing, I think, is you roll trickery against the creature's insight, and if you succeed, then the next attack on them has advantage.
Okay, do you know
And
what?
deals
I'll
one
just
more
move
damage.
away.
Okay, so
I'll
you've
skulk away back to maybe
1,
behind
2,
the rock
3.
next to Chris.
You've got two. Without spending another action point, you've got 2 more spaces of movement.
But you could use that one to disengage, right? So
That is true. Yes.
I'll disengage and move
Can
away.
you double check disengage? Just
disengage.
Can you move me to that way behind the rock?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's disengage. I've got it here somewhere.
So-
Disengage, defensive actions. You can spend to impose disadvantage on opportunity attacks made against you until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Or you can
Oh,
do
so
a
be
full
disadvantage.
disengage as well.
But I've got disadvantage, so what does that mean? We both have disadvantage.
No, if So if you spent your action point to disengage, then moved away, it would have the choice to do an opportunity attack, which it might not do, but if it wanted to spend one of its action points as a reaction to do an opportunity attack against you, because you're exposed, it would have advantage, but because you're disengaged, it would have disadvantage, so they cancel out and it would just be a normal attack.
Correct.
Wow. Check it out.
The ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm such a stud when it comes to
Numbers.
tabletop role-playing game.
Yeah, roll those math rocks.
Okay, so that's my game, right? That's my...
So I believe
done.
it is going to spend an action point to make that opportunity attack.
Damn it.
And a straight roll. Oh, probably doesn't hit. 11.
Nope.
Yeah, misses.
Okay.
So just wasted that action point because you disengaged. So because that all became so overwhelming so quickly, you made sure that you use your battle prowess to get out of dodge.
Oh, my dad's gone. My dad's gone.
You're
dirty just.
You're
You're
exposed. You're
clean.
no longer exposed.
You're clean. Huh?
Stop being exposed. 'Cause after that attack,
Yeah.
that was the one attack, so you're not exposed anymore.
Yes, I believe that's right.
You cover yourself with more dirt.
Okay, next up, it is this Earth Hulk's turn.
Uh-oh.
And it is going to... It's not going to chase you down. It's going to go for this big tortoise thing. It's going to spend...
Because I'm intimidating.
You are very intimidating. Yeah. It's got a good smash there. But steps off. One action point to move. And... because it used all those other action points, it can't do all these cool features I gave him. So it's just going to do a slam attack on you. Comes up to you, just big hulking fist. Comes at you, probably not going to hit. No, not with an 8.
Nope.
Yeah, just you...
Glances off my shell.
Off your shell. Some dirt and rocks just spray. Great, that's its turn. So because it used its action points not on its turn, when it comes to its turn, it's got less it can do. But at the end of its turn, it gets all of those action points back. Great. Next up, it is Whimsy. Whims.
So great. I'm going to I'm behind this rock, so I'm going to poke my head up as a minor action.
So this is like a kind of from floor to ceiling, this kind of pillar of rock, natural rock.
Right.
Yeah.
That's too... That's
no, just
that then.
No, you can peek around the side. I just wanted to. I just wanted to be honest with you.
No, you're right. So I poke my head around the side, and I look at this mold. I'm going to use an analyze creature action, but obviously it's not a creature. But can I do an analyze object, mud, mess?
You're analysing the hulking figure or the
little mud.
Dirty totem thing.
Totem things, yeah. It's a chance to analyse it, see if I know anything about it whatsoever.
Okay.
Just because, I'll commit my time to trying to destroy this thing if it's worth committing the time to.
Great. I love it. I love it.
DC10 knowledge check. Mm-hmm. On a success, you learn a piece of lore about the creature.
It's not a creature.
Even though it's not a creature, I will still allow this to happen.
Great. That is 2.
You've no idea. You've never seen anything like this before. It's
a waste of an action.
No, it's good. It's good attack. It's good.
It's mud.
You've stuck your head out and been like,
It's let's leave the mud. And I'm sorry. You're going to say more?
No. I was just saying it's worth trying these things because we're learning.
Great.
Good. So unfortunately,
poke my head around the corner. I go mud, and just turn to the monster. Go holding my sword, and I'm just going to charge at it.
Okay.
And try and I'm going to stab it in the hip. I'm coming in on the sides. That's my second action. I'm just going to with both hands just try and stick.
That was me burping. Sorry, Karen. Didn't want to burp on that.
Say something about feet. I'm going to try and stab him in the hip and just right at the hip flexor.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh, that's me. Yeah. Action to hit, and then I don't think it is once per combat. I can't see anywhere weapon maneuvers. It's once per combat.
I might be wrong about that then. I might be wrong.
All it says is you gain a help die on the attack check. Each time you use this maneuver again before the end of your turn, your help die decreases by 1 step. So it wouldn't be saying that unless you could use it more than once.
Understood.
So I'm going to use my last action point to give myself a help die of a D8 on this monster.
Great.
Happy?
Happy
Are you
is
happy?
it's not his turn yet.
Hey, Happy!
Hi.
15. So it's 19 plus 22.
22.
That's good.
That is a brutal hit.
Hey.
That is a brutal hit. Yes.
That's powerful, man.
So what's your base damage of your
3?
3? So that's an extra 2 damage on top of that. So it's 5 damage. Nice.
His hip flexor is gone.
It is. It kind of rips aside wherever his hip flexor would be, flies across, and it just closes that gap. And
What's up again? What's up again?
yeah. It seems, you've taken a chunk out of it, but it's still going.
Damn him.
It seems like these things don't have muscles and bones.
They're just big old mud piles. Great. That's me.
Nice. Wonderful turn. All right. Now it is...
Rules thing.
Yes.
You just hit it with a melee attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's flanked by me. Right?
What does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
That means +2 to the attack. Just so you
Right.
know. Not that it would have made a massive difference unless it made it a brutal hit.
Not a
So
massive...
it's flanked if it has 2 or more enemies within one space of it that are not adjacent to each other.
yeah. Technically, yeah. That
So,
too.
like, it's looking at me, you're stabbing in the back, effectively.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So it's just +2 to the attack.
Great. So that would have made it 24. 24. Which still only brutal, I believe,
Yeah.
if my math's right. But yeah, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, great.
Great.
Rules.
Good. Great.
Great. Yay!
And next up, it is Grub-Eye, the goblin's turn. And he just pokes his head out and he goes,
No, not ready. We come to smash you, not you smash us.
and he just kind of points his hand at a loose load of rubble, and one of the bits of rubble float up and comes flying towards you as he casts Catapult.
Oh no.
No spell duel. Okay.
No, not this time.
All right.
Damn it, I should have said that. Why didn't I say that?
All right.
I think you're right, though. There has to be some sort of you can leave a space,
it's just
but
like-
you don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy just watches it.
But I could have done it as well. I didn't think I could protect myself. I was like, no, bring it on.
Yeah, so you can choose an object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range of the blah, blah, blah. It can fly in a straight line, and there's rubble everywhere, so this is fine. You choose a direction, yes.
How long you've been rolling that dice is making me feel fucking uneasy.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my word.
Is the dice okay?
The dice is great. In fact, it rolls an 18 to hit you.
Yeah, that is if I am correct, robot Chris, is 18. That is a heavy.
That's heavy. It suddenly flies. You see it.
Is it
Physical defense, sorry.
physical? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, you only see it coming in the last second out your periphery. As you turn, it smacks you in the jaw, and bang, with a heavy hit, you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Whoa. No. Wow. Okay, that was good. You did good. Okay.
And he... There was 2 AP. He's got 1 AP left. AP, action points.
App.
Yeah, he's going to cast a cantrip, which is Acid Bolt, at you, Happy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to use another bit of movement to move around to make sure he can see you. And he's going to...
He's chucking acid at me, this guy.
Yeah, another bubble of acid appears in his hand, and he... Natural 20. Oh, no.
I didn't want to. I should have spelled duel and I didn't, and it's my own fault.
Oh, damn, I keep forgetting the spell duel. I could do it as well.
I chose not to that time.
Oh,
and I
God.
took the hit.
He hasn't got any AP to make this more horrid.
Yeah.
But this is... So is that a brutal or whatever?
How much did it hit for?
So it's 2 corrosion damage, plus another 2 because the natural 20.
So it's a heavy hit at a 20, unless it's not always a brutal if it's 20.
So it's a total of 23.
That is... 23 is my number to brutal.
Oh, so that's another 2. So there's 2, 2, 2. How much... That's 6.
That's... Oh, I had 1 temporary hit point from
Yeah.
drinking that water.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't take that off earlier when it hit you.
I would have had one more hit
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
now.
great,
So
fantastic.
So that's brought me down to 1 hit.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
You also have grip points.
I do have grip points.
Yes, grip points are a thing you can use to either give a friend advantage on a save, if it makes sense, or you can spend a grip point to reduce the damage by 1. I believe you can still use that even if it's heavy hit and critical hit and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm
Yeah.
going to use all my grip points. It's going to bring me down to 5 hit points.
Wow,
So you've got
okay.
5 left.
Okay.
So I use my grits.
Yeah.
He's quite a charismatic. He's quite a charming guy. You get grip points from your charisma.
He's a
Happy
charming
so-
guy.
I don't think he's that charming.
Don't you remember our date? It was talked about his grits.
That was grit all
So
night.
he goes.
He mansplained grit all night.
There's grit points, and you can reduce damage dealt.
Bill, please.
But yes, in this moment, you realise like this has suddenly become, you've seen
And
more combat.
Oh, but he uses returning shock.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So it's an action point and a mana point to instantaneously electrocute that fucking goblin. So
There's not a range on it?
it's range 15 space.
Oh, amazing.
Great.
This
a good range.
is so triggered by damage. It's a spell check against his physical defense.
Oh, God.
11. It's not a 1. It's not a 1.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
That
was really loud into the mic.
Oh, God. That's 2 ones next to each other.
I thought you were going to do that thing again where
Stunned
it's
again.
pacified.
That's 11. That's 11.
11 hits.
Hits!
Yeah.
Well, he just takes 3 lightning damage.
Oh, 3 lightning damage.
That's good.
And he's used all his action points. He can't do anything else against that. So 3 damage, you said?
3 damage.
3 damage, yes.
Lovely.
Fantastic. And the end of... Oh, he was there. 1, 2... 3, yeah, he can move back into cover. There we go. With, and that's Grabbai the Goblin's turn. Next up is Happy. It's your turn.
Okay. Happy. He only has 3 action points left, so he's going to use 1 to move around the big guy. I can only move 4 spaces, but 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use another to disengage, and then move towards the goblin.
Okay. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Yeah. So it's disengaged. So if he wants to do an opportunity attack against me, he can, but it would be a disadvantage.
He is... Yeah, sorry, he's going to. Disadvantage.
Oh no, am I going to die?
That is... No, not with a 9.
Ha-ha!
It kind of hits you and it kind of pushes you forward a little bit, but no damage.
Yeah.
You get even closer to the goblin.
Do I? Because I'm 1 annoying space away from him. And I use my final point to go, guys, you've got this. And I retreat into my shell. And he just goes, whoomp.
So this is a feat.
Leaving the fight.
Saving himself.
So he retreats into his shell, and it's an action point to do it. He gains 5 physical defense, resistance to physical and elemental damage, advantage on saves. He's also prone, can't move, has a disadvantage on agility saves, and can't take reactions.
It's utterly useless.
So when he comes back to his turn again, he
Wow.
can still do stuff. But
So he's
he can't
essentially
react.
just become a stone.
He's gone,
Just a rock.
he's gone into his shell
Great.
because he's taken a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is you suddenly like from going from a very
Oh my
peaceful
God.
like month or 2 or whatever,
Yeah.
sort of, like collecting herbs, trying to survive, suddenly fighting. And
Hey guys, I just need a minute in my shell.
You just
Think
told
about
us you're charismatic. I don't believe you.
Oh, second date? I'll get that second
As he
date
goes
one
in.
day.
Second day.
I'll get it.
second date, and as he said,
retreats
second
in.
date, Pyra, it's your turn. But just before you, as you disappear, I will say you see in this area here another load of crates and sacks of stuff, a lot of stolen goods. Yeah. All right.
Ooh, I'll get those.
And a little goblin bed. And Pyra, it's your turn as your friend retreats into its shell.
I really feel like those stands with the things in must do something, right?
They're still pulsing.
I'm going to run back at the one you closest. Yep. And I'm going to try and grapple it.
Oh.
and slam it.
Great.
Okay.
Can I do that? So I'm basically running at it, and I'm gonna like try and like wrestle, grab it, like rugby tackle it, and like slam it down.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's my slap. So that would be 3, right? Maybe so 3.
1 to move. Are you disengaging again?
No, so I moved.
So
then I've got to spend 1 to grapple and 1 to do the slam.
Yeah,
is that right?
You do.
Well, that's if you're doing a grapple maneuver, which is different to.
I'm doing a grapple maneuver.
Grappling.
Yeah, so that.
I'm doing a maneuver.
So the grapple would normally against a creature, there'll be a contest against athletics and their acrobatics, so whatever's higher, their martial check. However, this is not a creature; it automatically fails. So you successfully grapple it for free. There, no roll required.
And I don't need, but I do need to spend.
You still spend the action point to like grab onto this thing, and you grab it, and it's pretty sturdy.
Great. And then I'm going to try and slam it down.
Great.
Slam it with like a bollard.
So how does slam work?
It says I spend 1 AP. It just says the target takes 2 bludgeoning damage.
Don't have to roll to see if you manage to slam it.
I guess I do.
Grapple maneuver.
It's not the grapple. It's the what's it called?
It is a
slam. It's slam.
Slam.
So you grapple something, and then having something grappled, you then have access to these maneuvers.
Grappled, you can spend an additional action point to perform a grapple maneuver.
Yeah.
You make an athletics check contested by the target's martial check.
Great. I will say, even though it's not a creature, I will say that you'll have to roll above a certain amount to break it and slam it down.
Yeah.
So roll your athletics check.
Athletics. Yep. Oh god, is that a 9 or a 6?
6.
Okay.
6 plus
so that's 9.
9. I gave the DC of this its physical defense, which is 7. So snap, it hits down. And how much damage does it do?
When it slams, 2 bludgeoning.
2 bludgeoning damage. It hits the ground. The pulse kind of it pulses a bit brighter for a second, and you see this kind of stone kind of piece, a little bit flat, like a tablet of some sort. There's some sort of imagery on it, but you don't have time to take it in. But you see it cracks a little, and the pulsing kind of increases a bit. It's not quite broken, but
fine.
It's still going. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then
you got 1 left.
Fine. So then and I've got my thing.
But you have your stamina point, so you can do an attack and a maneuver with your stamina point.
Yeah. So I'll attack and power. Deal +1 damage with the attack.
All right. So you roll a hit.
Yep. Okay. 14.
14 definitely hits.
Yeah.
And with your base damage, it smashes, it cracks.
Great.
There's another bright pulse of purple light, and then it goes dark. And you see the hulking figure, bits of earth and rock just slide off it, and it stumbles for a bit. And its stats have changed.
Oh. We need to break things.
Great.
Good work. Good thought there.
Okay, good.
Great.
Yay!
Your turn there?
That's done.
Great. All right.
So it's broken. That one's fully broken.
That one's fully broken.
Yay!
Gribble!
Yeah.
Clearly broken by the map.
Great.
Oh, yeah, so in front of you, Whims, you just took that thing to that catapult rock to your face. You then see this hulking form in front of you kind of crumble a little bit, and then spends an action point to do shielded, which gives it 2 temporary hit points as kind of more bits of the earth that falls off it absorbs back into itself, and it kind of fills in a few kind of dents and holes that just fell off. And it's going to, that was that attack, and it's just going to, just for a laugh, it's going to use its reach ability. It slams its fist into the ground, and its fist comes up next to you, and it spends its last 2 action points, because it spent 1 before, to make this attack a reach attack. It adds a space to its range.
Ooh.
And I know you've got high defense, but I thought this would be fun to try. That is what is it? Plus, it is a 15 to hit.
Well, now I'm seeing the fault in this maneuver because I'm prone. So it's also got an advantage.
Thank you.
So even though I've got extra defense, I'm also totally vulnerable.
Yeah.
Second roll was lower, so it's still 15.
15. Well, with my added physical defense, it misses.
Oh, right, cool. It just
Great.
comes up and...
Pop up in the air and
Yes, exactly that.
Great.
Fantastic. And that's the Earth Hulk's turn.
Great.
Great. Next up, it is Whims.
Great. So I'm going to turn around and go, Pyra!
Yes.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm a good guy.
Okay.
I'm with you.
No.
We're doing this together. Go and get the other pillar. I'll deal with this monster. And I lift up my sword again, and I'm gonna try and get its hip because I'm satisfied that it didn't work the first time. So I'm gonna try and get its hip again. Be gone, Flexor! And I'm gonna just poke it back in. Flexor, hip flexor.
Flexor.
Flexor. So what I'm gonna do? That is gonna be an attack. And then I am going to also use my I'm going to use a maneuver, which is a power attack, which adds a +1. I'm using both of my hands in this, and then I'm also going to use 2 action points to make the target fall prone.
Okay. Is that a...
That will be a save maneuver, right? So there'll be...
I believe so.
Roll. So first will be an attack. So there's an attack on that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
9, unfortunately, misses, yeah.
Damn!
So that's the whole lot gone.
Really?
Because you put all your action points on one attack.
That's the problem I've just realised with this.
Yeah.
It's
Those sort of things you kind of like want the help die
you
or...
buff it. And then suddenly you're like, what have I done?
So how many action points was in that attack?
4.
That was all 4.
Well, no. So technically the action was 2, but then it's a trip, which is a different attack.
So it's dynamic save, so it still might fall over, taking no damage.
Yeah. So the target falls prone if it fails.
That is 14.
So this is the thing I do get slightly confused about. What am I looking at?
Your save DC.
My save DC
Which is
is 14.
Unfortunately, it's
this one?
just saves.
Beats it.
Beats it.
So it just happens to be the same, but your save DC is hit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Which I believe is your combat mastery plus your prime plus your level, half your level rounded up, which is 1.
Yeah.
At the moment.
So that was just...
8, sorry.
First?
8, oh
8
yes.
plus your prime plus your blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
Yeah.
For your save DC.
Maybe.
Mine says
It's
10.
10.
It says next.
10 plus
right.
CM plus prime.
10
there you go.
plus your combat mastery plus prime.
Cool. Yes,
So that
unfortunately,
sheet.
no, it's, but you know, visually it looked amazing. Like, but I like the drama. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Somebody just kind of knocks your sword down. Yes, just 2. You get your sword and you kind of try and flip it up, but it's just too heavy.
Pull back. Yeah. Great.
Okay.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time. All right. Now it's Goblin Grub-Eye's turn. Just because it's funny, just runs up and goes with a dagger and goes, stabbing at your shell. So just with a little dagger.
It's nice.
Advantage, right?
Because I am just a shell. It's quite easy to hit.
You rolled a 2 and a 3. So, that's 2 action points.
Tickled again.
Yeah.
And
a little lower.
then he's gonna
Lower.
he's gonna back up again and attempt another acid bolt with you.
Oh shit.
Oh, he loves those acid bolt.
But he'll be disadvantaged ranged, so he wouldn't do that.
Oh.
So instead, he's going to.
He did it. It's too late.
Okay, yeah, sure.
He did it.
Yeah. So if you're prone, advantage with melee attacks, but disadvantage on ranged things. So yeah,
Spell duel.
just disadvantage.
Spell duel.
Okay,
Within
cool.
range?
What's your range?
Yeah.
15 spaces.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, this is.
I need to make bigger maps.
So I'm going to use guiding bolts. That would be. Is it 2 action? Or...
It's
2 action
MP
points.
and 1 mana.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay,
It's an
great.
expensive thing to do.
Yeah, that's fine. I do that, and it's guiding bolt. So I'm going to try and using my talisman. It's going to try and like suck it in to the talisman.
Yes.
So it won't hurt me. No. It's sucking its
just like-
energy.
So it's a
in.
guiding bolt.
Yeah.
That's the spell. So you're firing something. Mm-hmm. So you're going to meet it in the air. You're not going to be sucking it in. That would be a different spell.
All right, play
Yeah.
Oh,
boring
can't
game.
I like send a hand out and grab it in my hand?
Yeah. It's like a homing pigeon.
I'm just playing like the
They
way
go out
the
and
dungeon
come back
coach
again.
talks. He's like as long as the spell makes sense, it's all good.
Yeah, it goes out and just like hits it off course.
Yeah, cool. Trying to explode it. Okay, so you're trying to. So it's a disadvantage. Oh, this is good actually. If they're rolling with disadvantage,
What am I rolling?
you're trying to beat their check. So it's only a 9. So
8.
Oh!
So
I
unfortunately,
get too involved in this.
your guiding bolt it kind of just flies above it. It moves a bit too quick. However, it lands on your shell.
But it doesn't
No
do
impact. No effect.
Yeah, really,
So, yeah.
need to do that one.
Damn it! I just was really excited. He's a manner as well.
So nice.
Damn.
Oh, he's
I want to help my Michelle friend. Michelle.
3, 4, 5. No, he can't go that far. He's very much out in the open. That was all of his action points. Move, attack. Oh, he's got one more action point, and he's going to move, stab,
Continue
moving, spell.
Yep.
Go
on.
Dodge action. All right, that's Grabai's turn.
Great.
No, the middle. He kind of runs to the middle and realizes, oh shit, I'm exposed. And starts jumping from sidestepping from side to side. Great. Next up, it is Happy. Your turn.
Okay, I come out of my shell. Guys, I'm okay. Stop worrying. I get back up and I place myself between the goblin and the pillar thing.
There?
Yep. So that's one thing. And then I use Lightning Blade to imbue my Warhammer with crackling energy. This cost me 1 AP, no mana cost. Power up my weapon. And then I'm going to try and just smack the goblin with it.
Great.
Warhammer.
So it's disadvantage because he took the dodge action.
Because he took the dodge action.
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
until his...
I believe so. Double check dodge for me because you've got it up on your...
Why was he dodging?
Because I had an action point left and I wanted to do something with it.
That makes sense then. It'll be a disadvantage.
'Cause-
So I will spend another action point to make sure it hits.
There we go, yes.
Well, at advantage. So it's a normal...
No, straight roll, yes. You can spend action points to give yourself advantage, etc.
I will also spend a mana point to increase the damage of the spell.
All right.
If it hits. That's 11.
11 hits.
Oh!
Wow.
Just.
Bang.
11 is his PD.
So a big charge of electricity powers up the Warhammer, brings it down on the goblin's head, dealing 3 damage.
Oh.
Wow.
Two-handed.
Nice.
And then he's cloaked in booming energy, like around him, like rippling air. And he's now trapped where he is. If he tries to move or moves out of space for any reason, he'll take damage.
Oh, yeah, he's looking scared. Awesome.
And yes, I've increased the duration with my mana point to 1 minute. So basically, the rest of the fight, this thing will be around him until he moves.
Right. Yeah,
That's
cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll have to take damage if he wants to get out of there.
If he wants to get out.
All right. Nice. Yeah, he's like, and you've seen he's cast spells, so he's no idiot. He knows this is going to hurt him.
Looking at me, I know.
No. You see, like one yellow eye and it's kind of pussy yellow one. Ow. He's rubbing his head from where you just hit him. Awesome. Next up, it is top of the round. Pyra.
I'm going to go for that other pillar.
Do it.
Because you told me to. I'm like, I'm going for the pillar. I'm doing what you said.
I'm just furious that I've just
run.
wasted so many spells. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever. You do you, babe. Yes, that's to move. And then, it's a bit boring, but I'll just do the same. I'm going to grapple and then slam.
All right.
Grapple slam.
If
So I
it
did.
fails, it can't resist being grappled, so you've grappled it, and go for slam. So we're going to make this an athletics check again. Your number reactions are so good.
Yeah.
7. Oh, where's my totem?
It was 7, wasn't it?
It's 7. It's 7.
Meter beat it though.
Yeah,
you got it.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you
Snapped.
slam it down and it does 2 damage.
Yeah.
So again, same situation. Two cracks and the pulsing kind of increases, but it's still just about...
Great. What did I do last time? Power.
So now you don't get your stamina thing back until you do another maneuver. That's right.
Yes. Right? Yeah.
But I've got it.
So you don't get it back right now. So when you do another maneuver, but then the grapple was a maneuver.
Yeah.
Do you get to get it back and use it on the same turn?
Maneuver, yeah.
Yeah.
So you did.
So I did. I got it.
You got it.
Amazing. Yeah.
So now I'm going to attack.
Grab it, you slam it on the ground, you get your sword, and you go to crash.
I power attack.
All right.
Nice.
To deal +1 damage. So that's only a. How do you know which way up?
The dot.
9?
Yep.
9 plus. Well, it hits.
4. So 13.
Yeah. That's a heavy hit.
Great. That's a heavy hit.
Yeah.
+1.
It definitely smashes, and again, the pulsing stops, and this form just more bits of it slop off.
Yes.
And it seems to be a lot less hulky.
Nice.
Great. Yes. So and Whims in front of you. You see this hulking figure, and more bits of it just kind of fall off, and it looking a little bit less hulky than it was before. Great. Awesome. Nice. That's all your action points, yeah?
That's it.
All right.
Done.
Next up, it is its turn. It's going to spend another action point to do the shielded thing again, to beef itself up, as it absorbs another few things. I'll just let you know that shielded, it spends an action point to gain two temporary hit points.
Damn it.
So replacing the ones it just lost.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, and now I'm just going to edit its physical defense, which has gone down. And it is going to... it's going to attack you, Whims. It's going to just lash out and try and hit you with a slam attack.
Slam.
Ooh, that is a 19.
Yeah, that's heavy.
So that is 2 base damage and then 1 extra for the heavy. So you take 3 damage.
Wow.
And then it goes...
I'm low.
Are you?
And then
Are
it's
you?
It's moving away from me.
It moves away.
Why? Oh, well, I get a opportunity attack.
You're a spellcaster, unfortunately, so
you're
I
not
don't
martial
believe...
class.
Yeah. I know you've got access to martial maneuvers, but I don't think... So spellcasters can't do the opportunity attacks and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I hate this game. No, I
yeah.
don't.
And you watch it leave, you're like, I hit you, and like, I wish I could stop it. As it approaches you, and you look down, you turn to see the effect as it's moving towards you, and it makes a slam attack. That's a 20 on the die.
Can I put my shield up? Is that going to do anything against it?
Yeah, reduce the damage. So that is 2 base damage, 2 for the critical. Is it a brutal hit? Total of 23.
No, it's heavy.
Heavy, so that's 5 damage, and then you raise your shield.
Yeah, which saves me 2.
Saves you 2. I spend your reaction. Great, so you take 3 damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and that is its turn as it stays next to you. Yeah, it's crumbling still a bit, and moving a bit slower.
Oh no!
As the purple light inside it is fading. All right, next up it is Whims.
Okay.
Whimsley.
Okay. So I am going to. I've only got two. Bollocks. Yeah, I'm talking.
Because you spell dueled.
I spell dueled, didn't I? So this is. I feel like I've not done well over
left.
these. Huh?
You only got 2 AP left, right?
Yeah. Sacrificial bond isn't an AP though, is it?
I don't know. Read what it says.
You get the ability to sacrifice your health to enhance your power. You can spend an amount of HP up to your prime modifier to enhance your spells in the following ways. Yeah, so it's not an action point. It doesn't say anywhere it is. In the comments below, you can write if I'm about to screw this up.
But no, I get him.
What if I chuck you my healing potion?
Ooh. Not
that-
to the dying tortoise.
How many health
Either
have you
of
got
you.
left? You got 5 left, haven't you?
I've got 5 left.
How many have you
Me?
got?
Yeah, I've only got 3.
Oh shit, you're going to spend one now?
Yeah,
Do it. Let's show what warlocks can do.
This is like, I think I have my guiding bolt, which turns out can't suck, can only blow. So my guiding bolt, I think I've just been hit for 3, and I'm just kind of like a bit worn out, and I'm just like, oh no, I like the pain, and I punch myself in the face, and I hurt myself 1 HP, so I can.
Do one more.
So you're using your own life
the
force.
Damage by 1, using my own life force, and you actually see the
Your talisman.
my talisman kind of start to like melt my skin. It kind of starts sinking in my
Ooh, it
skin
burns
and
a bit,
hurt me more. But it's kind of using my pain to like.
Tell you what, that's where the sucking comes in. It's sucking your blood out of you.
Yeah. So it's like sucking in my life force, and then suddenly you see this boom of this guiding bolt just come out of the talisman and go straight into it. And this is an attack. I use that. It's 2 AP plus 1 MP to do that. I'm actually going to add a second MP to that.
I'm afraid at level 1 you're only allowed to add 1.
Yeah, mana limit.
There's a mana limit.
Oh, what's the point of a mana point enhancement then if you can only ever use 1 anyway?
Because when you get to higher levels, you get...
that comes in at the second level.
However, you're using your health to enhance it.
Exactly.
Further anyway,
So it's a hit spell check against the target's MD.
MD. Okay, this is mystical defense. Sorry.
Mystical. I know, I always think it's mental as well.
It was, but he's changed it.
Ooh, so 19.
19, definitely, especially the fact that it's mental defense. Oh, no, his mental defense stayed the same, but it's 7. So that is a brutal hit.
It is a brutal hit. Great. So that's 3 radiant damage. Oh, against the target before the end of your next turn. And the next attack check made against the target has,
3 damage?
It is 3 damage plus 1, so 4 damage.
4 damage, not including the brutal?
Not including the brutal.
So 6 in total?
6 in total. That was better.
Great.
Right, that was better.
Big hit.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so
That hits it in the hip flexor area, and huge chunk just bursts out, and the rest of it kind of shines and glows with this kind of weird light.
really happy that hip flexor's
my
gone.
hip flexor goes.
Nice, and the next attack on it has advantage because of guiding bolt.
It does. Yeah.
Fantastic. All good?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, cool. Grubby now surrounded by this thing. He can't do anything without running out and dying. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So he just says, "No, it's not right. No. The eye wasn't ready."
Oh.
And he just tries to stab at you because you're right in front of him.
Come on.
So he is going to use
Bring it on.
2 action points to make this rolling an advantage. He's desperate. And that is a 18 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
And that is
It's a heavy hit.
heavy hit, so that's only 2 damage. So base damage plus 1.
Oh.
So 2 damage as he stabs into you. And then with
I
his...
use my reaction. I cast Returning Shock.
Oh!
Again.
Oh, yeah. That's a great one. I like that.
Electrocute him.
Cool.
It's a spell check. Oh, natural 1.
Oh, yes!
Oh, man.
Yes, let's get another one in!
You've been so unlucky with these.
Let's get another one in!
It's only whenever I cast spells as well. It's
Let's
never
get-
just
okay.
picking up something.
Okay, so you roll with disadvantage, I'll tell you what happens.
That's a 3. Again, I'm stunned again.
Stunned again!
Oh, so he hits me and I go, "Bah!" and freeze up again.
so
Crackling electricity around him and around you. Just That's great.
Don't worry, I've got...
Oh no! So now that you're stunned, he's still got action points left. He's going to stab at you again, and double check the stun condition. Because you are incapacitated. I believe he'll at least.
Not like prone, but I think
No,
I'm
I believe he'll at least
I'm
have
exposed.
advantage against you.
I'm exposed.
You're exposed. Okay. However, he's attacking you again.
So
That he's already done. So makes advantage is a straight roll. So that is a 13 to hit.
No. Wait.
No.
I think you are 13.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So hit. So you take another point of damage.
Okay.
And he's probably just going to stab at you again. That's all he can do. However, this one would be double disadvantage.
Yeah.
But 1 less because you're stunned.
Yeah.
So just straight disadvantage. A natural 1.
Ah.
So now he's exposed. He's like, and his hand touches your like magical energy that you put up. He's like, ow!
Great.
Great, and that is Grub-Eye the Goblin's turn. And Happy, it is your turn, and you...
I am stunned.
No longer.
At the end of the turn.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Great, good turn. Pyra, it's your turn. As you see this kind of electric kind of stabby battle happen.
Oh, I guess the big dirt guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Is the pole destroyed then? That's done.
Yeah, both those totems have been smashed on the ground.
Destroyed. Well done, Pyra.
Okay, so what can I do? I'm going to heroic bash.
Yes.
So
nice.
I'm going to spend my thing.
Can you read the details of it just about the larger creature?
1 AP plus... Oh.
Just because this is a big thing, just whether or not you can't be able to do it.
So, yeah, with larger creatures, you have a disadvantage on checks against them.
Oh, so it's still possible. It's just a bit harder with larger creatures.
Okay.
I believe so.
You can still do that, and you can also burn another action point if you wanted to cancel out that disadvantage.
Yeah, maybe let's do that. Okay. So I'll just... It'll be normal.
So, moving and grappling, you have disadvantage or advantage if you're bigger or smaller. It's only for grappling. Moving and grappling.
Not for a heroic bash, specifically?
I don't think so.
Because you're not trying to, like, launch it or shove it or something?
I'm trying to launch it. It just says send enemy hurtling through the air. Make attack check against PD of target. It makes a physical save.
Cool.
Hit, target takes my weapon damage. Save failure.
Yeah, it's pushed. I mean, it's pushed horizontally.
3.
You're not really knocking it up into the air. You're pushing.
No.
Oh, right. Oh, that was some flavor text we did at some point. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There is an option to knock it vertically if you achieve the thing.
Ah, right. Okay. Cool. So it doesn't matter that it's a larger creature. Great. Fantastic. All right. So this is another dynamic save. So you do an attack, and it does a might check. Is that right? A might save.
Physical attack first, check. Then it makes a save.
Alrighty.
9.
9 plus anything?
Plus 4, right?
Physical save.
Because of those totems being destroyed, it's moving much more sluggishly. It's kind of like more solid rocks and bit of earth were on it have now fallen away. Its physical defense has gone down a few. It's gone down to 11, so you hit.
You hit it.
You hit, and it rolled a 10 total on its physical save, so it fails. So both effects take place. So the damage
so it takes my weapon damage, which is 2. Right?
Great.
And it's pushed back up to 3 spaces.
Plus 1 for each 5 it failed by.
It didn't fail by 5.
So I can push it back 3 spaces. Do I want to do that? I guess.
Yeah, why not?
Well, you can choose to reduce the total distance by 1 space to knock it prone.
Ooh.
Let's do that.
So cool. So
knock prone.
How do you do your heroic bash? As this hulking figure's coming up to you.
Oh, my heroic bash. I've got my sword. I flip it, so I'm holding the sword end, and then a bit like a golf club. I swing back, and I just try and heroic bash it, sort of just like a golf way.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit it in the chin and send it.
You do. You pivot on your foot. You time it just right, and as it's kind of lunging towards you, you catch it in its earthy chin and
with the hilt of the sword.
With the hilt of the sword, and it falls prone.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that was 2 damage.
2 damage, and then I can do another attack. I'm gonna power. Just power thing. I'm gonna just try and jump up and stab it.
Great, and would be disadvantage because you're attacking the same creature twice, but it's prone, so that cancels out. So you've got those action points to use to make it a power thing. Amazing.
Okay. 18. Plus
18
plus 4, 22.
22. That is a brutal hit for sure. So that's base damage of 2 plus another 2. Is that right? Full damage.
You did a power attack.
And you did
power attack, so that adds another 1.
5.
Oh, you slam down into it, you twist, a load of it crumbles away. It is. You hear that horrible ground, that kind of roar. It's getting way more horrid sounding. As a stone grinds on stone, it is just barely in there. Oh. Nice though. It is nearly dead. Cool. Anything you turn?
That's me.
Oh, and it's like it pushes itself up.
Oh.
Spending 2 spaces to get there. And it's going to, it's just going to try and wail on you in its last desperate hopes of doing some damage, what it's been created for.
Me.
It tries to wail on you.
Wail on you. Wail on you. So, an action point to stand up. And it's going to, just for fun, use all 3 of its final action points to give itself double advantage.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, 1.
Oh, I can roll all 3 of my d. That is 14 plus, that's 18 to hit.
Yes.
Is that a heavy hit?
No.
No.
19's my heavy.
Wow, nice. You've got the fighter. Nice. Okay, so that would be a just. Oh, where have I put his stats? That is a 2. 2. I think it's 2. 2. 2 damage. However, you have your PDR, and it wasn't a heavy hit, so you can reduce that damage by
1.
So you only take 1.
Yay!
As it smashes a fist against your armor, and its fist crumbles, and there's it's barely standing.
I just go. You just see some breath come out, but it's just a little winded.
Yeah. Nice. Whims, it's your turn. Great turn.
Come on, we nearly got it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to slowly drag myself up and be like, every monster, every human has 2 hip flexors, and I'm going to go for the other flexor. He's obsessed with these flexors.
A melee attack or
his head. It's like if the hip flexors are important, man, you can't really do anything with it.
So true. As someone who struggles with their hip flexors,
me too, hun.
It's bad.
It is painful.
Yeah, listen.
Every time you're in combat, you have trouble with that, don't you?
I feel really, at a disadvantage a lot of the time because my hips are so bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
Thank you.
So sorry.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And that's why today we are sponsored by a certain medication that helps us.
Right, let's do the attack.
I'm running,
and that's why we're promoting fucking up hip flexors.
I'm going to go around. Yep, and I'm going to.
Got +2 because it's flanked.
Hey, very good.
2, great. I'm just going to hit with my sword.
So do we forget about your guiding bolt advantage you gave earlier?
Yes, well, we'll get that now.
Yeah, technically would have been on your turn, I think.
Your advantage.
But let's say it happens now.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I see. So I get
advantage
on this attack now. Okay, great. And I'm going to go 1 power attack. I can only use 1 attack maneuver at a time, can't I?
I think you can stack them. I think we realised you can stack them.
Yeah, you can stack them. I don't need to. Can I use 2 power attacks then?
I don't think you can do the same.
You can use power attack multiple times. Specifically says you can stack that one.
On the same attack?
Can be used multiple times.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
If you're attacking twice, so you can use power attack.
Can
power
use this
attack,
maneuver
rather than
power,
one power attack with. I assume it would be separate attacks.
Times.
So you could do
yeah.
Power attack, you deal +1 damage. You can use this maneuver multiple times. So I think it does mean on the same turn because
I don't think so.
Otherwise, would it?
No, because every other maneuver you can use attack and a maneuver, and attack and a maneuver. This one specifically says you can use it multiple times. I think the idea being you can do 1 massive attack. It's just a risk because you can mess it.
Massive attack.
I'm going to take it. I want to destroy that hip flexor.
Again, people can tell us if it's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Please do tell us in the comments if it's wrong. So I'm going to attack for 1. Then I'm going to use 3. So this will be an attack using both hands with 3, 4, 5, 6 with advantage, but style passive of my weapon, I get to deal a +1 damage against the creature that you've attacked.
On this turn?
Or that have attacked you since the start of your last turn.
Did you do that?
Yeah, because I attacked them last time, didn't I?
Sure.
tell us if we're wrong. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an attack of 7.
Bloody hell.
With advantage.
Wow.
Oh, missed.
You missed.
And that is a natural 20.
Oh! That is solid for fun. Let's do the math. So that's 7 plus the base damage. No, you've already plus that.
7, yeah, so that's 7.
7 plus the 2 for critical, so there's 9. Plus that's definitely a brutal. It's natural 20, but plus 4 because of your thing. Because you get that 20, but then you still plus your
24.
That's like a brutal plus, I think. So that's
8,
like
9.
I don't know, 11,
Critical,
12.
he's dead.
It's
Yeah.
11 or 12
He's
or something.
nearly dead.
He
Great. No.
Yeah.
How does this look as you?
I drag myself, having and this my talisman is still burning into my chest. I'm like, good lord, what have I put on? And I get to the other hip flexor, and I'm just like I don't know, like a surgeon. I kind of draw an X where I'm, to make it very specific where I'm going to go. And I'm like, here we go. Come on, you fuck. And I just stab it in and flex it. And I put it in the side and then just faint because I'm so tired. I'm worn out and injured.
Great, you do that. You pull that through its hip flexor, and it spins around and it crumbles down to its kind of where its waist would be. Then it keeps crumbling, and its head kind of, even though it's kind of got lifeless face, kind of looks at you, and it looks like it really misses its hip flexors.
I know.
And then it reaches out its hand and crumbles into just a pile of dirt and earth. It is inactive. It is dealt with.
Nice.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh, we still got the other goblin.
The goblin.
Oh, yeah, but he's covered in
He's fucked.
electricity.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Dirt friends, no! No, must make more for the eye, for the mouths, must make more. Get away!
And he goes to run. What happens?
Get him. Trap him.
As soon as he steps out of the area, he takes 2 damage. That's all.
Oh, great. Oh, damn.
Just boom. Takes 2 damage. Still alive?
Just like blood just spurts out of his ears, and he just collapses and he steams a little.
Oh, dear.
And he's lifeless. Now all these earth creatures, this grub-eye goblin has been building, his dirt friends, everything is now motionless, as well as that terrifyingly imposing figure above you, hunched over, looking at you.
Got this. What's going on?
Well done. Well done.
You won.
Hooray!
You helped us win. He's standing stunned.
Earned myself a second date.
It's okay. It's just completely numb.
She's numb to it. Arms around her.
Cool. And that is what we'll leave the first episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please do like and subscribe. And join us next time for more Action Point Zero.